Joining the All of Us research program means contributing to research that may help people of different backgrounds.
This research process will only become better if we have more diverse communities involved. We need to be represented. We need to be part of this medical breakthrough.
Take part in the largest health database of its kind.
Get involved with all of us because any medical breakthrough that we'll see has to have your input. It has to have part of you in it.
Share your health stories today and help guide the discoveries of tomorrow. Learn more at joinallofus.org/NIH. This message is paid for by the All of Us Research Program.
If you love Florida and you love fun, then might I suggest you pick up a rod and reel and go fishing? Because here in the Sunshine State, fishing, fun, and Florida just go together. And you know what else goes with fishing, fun, and Florida? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L. That's right, a license. Getting your fishing license opens up a whole lot of fun and new memories, and it's never been easier to get one. Just visit fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com to order yours. And before you know it, you'll be more relaxed than you can even imagine. Casting your line in your local fishing hole, propping your feet up in that rental rowboat, and of course, catching the big one. So go to fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com. Then plan your escape, because fishing is a great way to connect with family, friends, and of course, nature. Your fishing license is just a few clicks away. Order yours today at fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com and enjoy all the fishing, fun, and Florida you deserve.
SimpliSafe was named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors, indoor and outdoor HD cameras, and hazard detectors are powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring, so you get emergency help fast. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hey, Monster fans, Russ here. You know what is really scary? Utility rates. So let's talk about solar. You may have seen solar popping up all over the place. Well, there's a good reason. One is utility rates are rising. Two, government incentives can dramatically lower the cost to solar. So if you want to go solar, call Solar Source. Monster fans get special access to their new solar estimate tool. Visit solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. Lots to get to today, from the Boycotts hit Lego to Christie enters the race for president and the end of emergency row seats on airlines. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Yo, yo.
Hello, C-Lane.
How we doing?
And hello to you. Join us on the show today. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your messages rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
I was good until I did that weird face on the stream.
Oh, no, what'd you do? I didn't catch you.
I don't know. I did like that. I don't.
And you know what happens?
My tongue was weird.
Hopefully that's not the thumbnail. You don't want that.
Oh, it's definitely the thumbnail.
You remember that thumbnail I ended up with, which was not pleasant to look at.
You got to hope for two things. A, it's not the thumbnail. That's the most important thing.
Because that sticks around.
That's the most likely. Well, and then B, somewhere down the line, if that's racist, if like 4chan gets together and goes, hey guys, we're going to make something new racist.
Don't do that thing where you put your hand, the thumb on your nose.
Thumb to the nose and wiggle finger wiggle.
Don't do that thing. It's no good. We got Fritz on the Street coming up later on today on the show.
Best part about having a day off,
like
having a Monday off, is that it feels like Tuesday, but I know that it's not because Fritz is coming in.
That's true. Yeah. Fritz will be coming in and hanging out with us today.
But then we have a Monday off, and I feel like he's going to ask a bunch of questions of news stories that happen on Monday.
That could be true. You never know, but it's happening a little bit later on in the show. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Georgia, where there was a car driving at a high rate of speed past where a bunch of police officers were located. You see, there was an accident in the scene earlier, and you got to watch closely here. Now, I put this up already for everybody on See It Now because it's such a visual, but my God, is this insane. All right, everybody watch, pay attention. Here we go. We're on the side of the road. You'll see on one side there's a big tow truck. You see this tow truck here?
Yes.
And the bed of the tow truck is down on the ground, right? Angled upward. Like
ready to, bring a car onto it.
Yes, it's ready to lift the car up. It's almost like a ramp, you might say. And here's what happened.
1050 rollover.
Straight out of
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard, Fast and the Furious. I don't know what.
Good God.
The car that's cruising down
the road. If this were Grand
Theft
Theft Auto, I would have nailed that. I would have nailed that landing.
The car
and my prostitute would have fallen out.
Is hauling ass, and it goes up the tow truck ramp. It made it into like a ramp and flies through the air and spins over.
I'm sorry. This the initial footage doesn't seem like it's a bunch of people on that road. It's a 2-lane road.
Yeah.
And that person seems to have decided to have taken the ramp.
They decided to maybe not pay attention at a high rate of speed, or maybe just go for the gold there.
Wow. And hit another car.
Yeah, and hit another car in the air. The cop goes, God damn!
Also, he's running so slow.
He doesn't even know what he just witnessed. It is wild and very visual, so go check it out over on the website. I have no idea. It says driver being treated for serious injuries is all the information that I have here for you. But go check that out in the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com because it is wild. All right, we got some news rolling in today about Mr. Al Pacino, which... Well, this is not the second one like this in a couple of months or something?
Yes.
Al Pacino, 83 years old. They said he's now expecting a baby with his girlfriend, Noor Al-Fala, who's 29. She's 29. He's 83.
That makes me drier than the Sahara.
And they're having a baby together, which you just start running the numbers. Like when the child is 10, he might be lucky enough to be 93. When the child is like graduating college or high school, when the child's graduating high school, he'll be 101 if he lives that long, which is not very likely.
I mean, but there's also something to say about those swimmers still be working.
My God. Yeah, 83 and girlfriend 29 years old. She's very pregnant right now, they said. This is her first child, because she's 29. Not his, though, because, he's had some time to do a bunch of other things, or people, I guess I should say. Yeah. And it says, Al Pacino and Noor started seeing each other during the pandemic. She mostly dates very rich older men. She has been
she has a type.
With Al for some time, and they get on very well. The age gap doesn't seem to be a problem, even though he's older than her father. The age gap is absolutely a problem. I love when people say that.
They're making love and babies.
People go, the age gap is not a problem. She's an old soul.
Not that old.
If you're 83 and somebody else is 29, the age gap has to be a problem. She wakes up and she's like, I want to go for a run.
Is he also a young soul? Maybe?
No, he's not that young of a soul. This guy.
I mean, they meet close to the middle somewhere.
Picture of him. Like Google image Al Pacino 2023.
Al Pacino,
so we can really visualize this because you hear Al Pacino and then you might be thinking of his heyday.
No. We're talking more of this Al Pacino. He's seasoned. Very, very gray.
The hair.
Looks like an 83-year-old man. Here's another photo of him. He's an older-looking guy. And there is no way, I just categorically deny when they say that there's no problem with the age gap between these two people. She's going to wake up and see him like kind of, leaning over like an old man trying to get his clothes on and stuff.
Yeah, but
barely tie his shoes.
She's set for life.
I know. Look at the two of them. Oh, my God.
Baby Al Pacino.
That's so weird,
She's
man.
pretty.
Yeah, of course. She's beautiful. She's 29 years old. He's 83. And now he's going to become a dad for the 4th time. I don't know, man. I look at that and I find it to be so weird. I find it to be a strange thing.
Do you think he's trying to one-up, what's his face?
Who was the other one who just did this?
Robert De Niro.
That's right.
They're both.
Oh my God,
they're both Italians.
Yeah, and they're both in like the same movies together.
Yeah,
man, it's just very strange.
Maybe he heard De Niro was having a baby, and they're like, who's De Niro too old to have a baby? He's like, F you, I'll show you who's too old.
Maybe the girls are friends. Who knows what's happening here?
That's very possible.
I imagine you should hang out because in like 10 years, they'll be
dead.
Maybe.
They're going to be dead.
I wanted to dance around that, but yes.
They're going to be dead. And the little kid's going to be like, where's my dad? Well, here's the problem. When I started dating your father, he was miserably old. And he's not able to be with us because he was too old to stick around to be your dad.
Here's one for you. All right. Would you rather have Al Pacino as your dad, 83 years old? Or would you rather have Nick Cannon, who is much younger but has 15 other children?
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. You hit it on the head. You hit the nail on the head when you said the kid's going to be set for life. Because even though he won't be there to father this child in so many ways, he will be able to leave some monies behind.
Yeah, financially will father the child.
And Nick Cannon, I guess, can do that too, but
there's a lot more split.
Yeah, you're not getting too much attention when you got that many kids.
We're not even considering the emotional damage.
No,
it's four lotto tickets, 4 winning lotto tickets versus 15 winning lotto tickets.
Yeah, when you're in a family that big, forget half the kids' names. I think I've seen Nick Cannon do that before, as a matter of fact. It's like,
who was it? Alec Baldwin just did that.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin just left off one of his kids. He might have done that on purpose because it was a little piggy one. I don't think they're doing very well, the two of them. Was it last night? Was the finale, the series finale of Ted Lasso?
Okay.
Tonight.
It's
tonight?
It's today.
It's today.
So this is what Apple TV does, and it's kind of annoying. Somebody corrected me yesterday on the texting service.
Yeah.
And I'm here to actually you.
Oh, do it.
Somebody said, C-Lane, Ted Lasso drops tonight at 9 p.m.
Okay, and it didn't.
And I went to my Apple TV Plus app, and I said, yes, it drops at 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh,
which
so
on
midnight.
the Eastern Seaboard is midnight on Wednesday.
Making you correct in your initial statement that it was today. But
also, I believed the person for a minute, and then I texted Ashley, was like, we got Ted Lasso tonight. We're
got all
staying
excited
up.
for nothing.
We got excited for nothing, and now we have to watch it today.
Well, I saw this story about this, and I was like, I feel like this is just...
Better not be a spoiler.
Somebody,
no spoilers.
No, it's not a spoiler at all, I promise. But I feel like it's just somebody being negative, right? And tell me if you think the same thing. Because when I saw this, I was like, I have seen so many people's reaction to this show. And even though the final season reactions have been a little different, this doesn't seem to match the vibes I get off people who have been watching Ted Lasso. And it's from The Guardian. It says, good riddance, Ted Lasso.
Shut up.
How the nice comedy became utterly dreadful television.
Oh, please.
And they say, rubbish jokes, inept plotting, a weak script, should we go on?
Blah, 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 blah.
This messy, boring endurance test of a show got way bigger than it ever deserved. Thank goodness its final episode is here.
And they let this person write reviews all the time? You're miserable.
Don't you feel like this person is just like trying to go against the tide?
Of course.
Because I watched the first several seasons.
What were you expecting? Ted to go and murder everybody at the end?
I don't know what they were wanting out of this. I think they just see that everybody was having a good time. Everybody was enjoying this wholesome character in Ted Lasso. and then they got to write something that stands out. So that is just to crap all over it. It says, they say bad things come in threes, and this week television delivered with the end of 2 excellent shows, Succession, Barry, and a 76-minute episode of Ted Lasso. Today, it's the finale of the Apple TV show that began 10 years ago. Is that right?
No.
It says, as a series of U.S. commercials for Premier League football.
Yeah, the idea of Ted Lasso was it was these promos.
I had no idea about that.
Oh, if you watch them, many of the lines in the first episode of Ted Lasso, the Apple TV Plus series, are recycled. Like, oh, that's right, y'all can tie here. I forgot about that.
So he just did this as a commercial, and then it turns into a character?
Yeah, it was like an NBC Sports thing. That's why NBC Sports is in the credits of Ted Lasso.
I had no clue.
Yeah, and it was this range of a couple commercials, and then from the stuff that I read, it was like a thing that him and his friends would do, like him being Jason Sudeikis. Like it drove Olivia Wilde nuts because he would just be like, he would just drop into Ted Lasso land and just be overly nice all the time. And they finally developed it into a series.
Oh,
I mean, I love it, and I love this season, and I think it's because I'm invested in it, like anyone else would be for, 3 or 4 seasons later.
Yeah.
Now, they never said series finale, so I'm getting the vibe
I heard that
it's going to be Now, Ted Lasso may be coming to an end, but I think that they're going to do a spinoff with all the other characters.
Yeah, BDMP on Discord says that too. He says Ted Lasso season 3, episode 12 says season finale, not series finale.
Right.
So maybe they're kind of screwing with it a little bit there. And they'll end up, I mean, they got to, right? It's like, it's a big show for them.
I mean, I'm in. It's still number 1 on Apple TV.
Yeah, it does really, really well. So, they don't dump things. They do like to end shows now before they go sour, like Schitt's Creek and some other shows.
Right.
They ended what some people think was prematurely. But when you have a cash cow like that, you're not going to just not do anything with it.
Unless you're Law and Order SVU.
Oh, they've been around forever, though, haven't they?
Like 27 seasons.
Jesus,
but I think I wonder if what that means is is the boss at Apple TV Plus going, hey, don't write series finale just yet. We're still trying to come up with a number.
Yeah,
come up with a number for Sudeikis to stick around another season.
That could be the case.
I mean, there's I don't know if they did this same thing with Friends, but there's reports that they tried to get Jerry to do another season of Seinfeld.
Oh, really?
Oh, I saw that interview.
And the numbers that they were throwing around per episode were just unheard of.
And he still didn't do it?
Ridiculous. Still didn't do it.
That's like Dave Chappelle. He was just like, nope.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle noped his way out halfway through the season.
Right. Yeah.
And so, but they do that. And so, yeah, there could be a spinoff, but that still means as a show titled Ted Lasso is kind of over, unless they do that weird Scrubs thing where they had a finale
and they kept going.
And then they just awkwardly kept going, like saying goodbye to somebody, but you still keep walking together. That's what Scrubs did for a while.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, it's very, very odd. We want you to join us on the show today. No matter what we're talking about, you can chime in with your thoughts, your opinions, your input, whatever you want to do. Be creative. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Also, this boycott thing continues to go further and further because we find more and more places where, oh my God, did you see what they did? Actually, I learned yesterday. You know how they said yesterday that the Republicans...
I forgot to go get my my rainbow hoodie for my dog.
Oh, yeah. Was that PetSmart? Yeah, they're boycotting them too.
Boycott!
But they said yesterday that this group of people, mostly Republicans, I would guess, are going to boycott Chick-fil-A. And I said it was because they were hiring somebody who was in charge of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And for various reasons, they're against some of the stuff that comes along with this. Somebody actually did some digging for once, imagine that. And they found out that this person actually got hired to that job in 2001.
Nice.
This isn't anything new at all. Somebody just found it, and then everybody just got insta-mad.
And ran away and didn't read anything.
And mind you, if you've liked Chick-fil-A and you haven't seen anything bad happen with Chick-fil-A in that number of years, then what are you mad about? Because it doesn't seem like it's rotten the apple over at the company, if that's the case.
Yeah, but just like that review of Ted Lasso, everyone just enjoys being the crap on everything guy.
I hate that.
They want to be the leader and the outrage.
I know I could be a Scrooge, and I go against the grain a lot, but I'm just like, what is...
That's what I thought when I heard about...
It's exhausting, man. It's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I heard about that Guardian article that was anti-Ted Lasso. I go, these guys are just trying to Sean Wasson the punch. We're trying to,
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Sean Wasson
That is
the punch.
not a thing.
Now, I will tell you, a good follow on Twitter and Instagram is from The Independent. What's his name?
Trent.
Yeah, Trent, and they do like all the insides, like behind the scenes.
Oh,
and
really?
What did you notice? What were these Easter eggs? And the discussion, like, I've absolutely loved it. And I think now that this new or season finale is out, that if you want to go back and rewatch anything, it's a good internet social media follow.
Can I tell you, Courtney was just telling me that she was watching a new show. Oh, and
Silo.
No.
We know.
It's the one. It's damn it. I'm gonna screw this up. I'll think of it in a second here. But she's watching this new show.
Queer Eye.
No, it's not that one. She's done with that. She binged all of Queer Eye once again, and now she's on some other things. Fatal Attraction.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Fatal Attraction has a new show out. And you know how when we were all watching The Last of Us, one of the things that I really like is when after the credits they do that inside the episode thing.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's like they kind of show you what the episode was truly about.
And it was even more fascinating in The Last of Us because that's where we found out that all these people that were just delivering straight, perfect American accent performances are all from Australia.
Yeah, and you go, what the hell?
Whoa!
I've been lied to.
Yes.
So she's watching that show, not The Last of Us, but Fatal Attraction, and they do a behind the episode after each episode, but it seems really uncalled for because the show is not as in depth and deep and interesting as The Last of Us. So it's almost like if you watched an episode of How I Met Your Mother. And afterwards,
they did it behind the scenes.
They're like, but here's how this worked inside the episode, where it's like, okay, we don't really need this for this show.
But I've watched this entire behind the episode.
I really like it for the good shows. I truly get more out of that. They did it for Game of Thrones. They do it for a lot of big stuff. But I think now they're trying to start working that, in to shows where maybe it doesn't belong quite as much. So she was telling me about that yesterday. And with all this boycott stuff and the Target thing and all that stuff, right now there is a song that is number one on iTunes, and it is the Boycott Target song.
Oh my God.
Strangely enough, the guy who is the singer of this Boycott Target
number
song.
one on iTunes, all of the songs.
Yeah.
Or is it a particular genre?
It at least did at the time of this article. It was top on their charts over on iTunes, and they're most popular across all genres, ahead of Taylor Swift and Luke Combs, who are number 2 and number 3. This guy still claims, though, he's like, I'm being shadow banned online. I'm being, blocked from these companies. And it's like, well, being number one, I think that maybe that's not the case. It says his name is Forgiato Blow, and a friend of all of ours sent this over to me right when it came out, and it is the most cringeworthy video I've seen in so long.
Let's watch it.
I've heard that name before. Forgiato Blow?
I think he's done other like MAGA type rap songs that we've talked about.
There was the one
the Disney one
maybe there was one that got to the top of the iTunes charts that was like Donald Trump in a prison choir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
think it was the national anthem.
Apparently, it doesn't take much to get to the top of the chart. Are they waiting for like pop lulls? The Taylor Swift is not releasing anything new. No Beyonce, no new Beyonce. They found the perfect like forecast for a pop lull.
It's finding that soft weekend at the box office where it's a little easier for you to be number one.
Like the guy that we interviewed that made a movie during the pandemic, and he made the number one movie that week,
right?
Just because he ran the numbers and nobody was going to the box office,
right? Yeah. So this is number one Boycott Target over on iTunes. Obviously, people buying that to make their political point known. It says it's shadow banned all over the world right now.
Yeah, right.
But it doesn't seem to be if it's number one over on iTunes. And the boycotts continue to roll around to whatever is next on the list, including Lego. We'll get into that a little bit later. We'll get into your dispatches as well. And AI is a big, big topic in 2023. And there is a story that just came out that is taking a lot of people by surprise. And I want you to hear this. Don't miss out on this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, you can expect delays heading eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. And delays on I-4 westbound approaching the beach line and before State Road 535. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by LASIK Plus.
Do it. Take the first step towards LASIK and score a great deal at LASIK Plus today. Right now, LASIK Plus is offering $1,000 off their Wavelight laser when treated in June. That's $500 off per eye with guaranteed financing. Visit mylasicoffer.com for details.
Folks, you work hard, you deserve to be comfortable. That is why it's so important that your air conditioner works perfectly every single time. And that's why I strongly suggest a call to Mills Air. They've been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida cool. Their techs can service any brand out there, so don't worry about that. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That means they can get you huge rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit if you go with them. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call at 407-277-1159 or find them online at millsair.com.
It's time to soak up those unofficial start of summer vibes with the free iHeartRadio app. Take your favorite radio station wherever you go and never miss the music you love, the latest news, or a chance to win the hottest prizes. Turn up the perfect summer soundtrack for your road trips, pool parties, and cookouts with specially curated playlists. Plus, dive into the world of podcasts and discover captivating stories that will keep you entertained for hours on end. So grab your shades, slather on the sunscreen, and make this summer unforgettable. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
People are winning every single day. Regular people are winning every day. Whether it's $500 or $50,000, anybody can win. Because when they win, I feel like I'm winning.
It's just a fun atmosphere. The pool, the spa, the gaming, the food, the shopping. I came one night, hit the double downs, had a couple of good runs, and won about $300,000.
Anybody could win at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Must be 21 to play slots or table games. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with the synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Come on, we're going to be late to the cookout.
I was just packing up my famous mac and cheese.
I hope you packed the Pepto, too.
Huh?
Pepto-Bismol provides fast relief from heartburn and indigestion. You know, that uncomfortable feeling after you eat too much. And after the deviled eggs, baked beans, and barbecue ribs, you're going to need it.
Barbecue ribs? I should probably pack an extra shirt, too.
Good call.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I can't wait for what's next, even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, the Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If it's a day that ends in Y, you're probably stuck in Florida traffic. So turn that AC up one more notch, aim the vents toward your face, and think of a better place, like the cool, colorful produce section in your favorite grocery store. Why? Because that's where all the cool, colorful, fresh from Florida produce is. Produce just tastes better when it's grown closer to home. And when you buy fresh from Florida, you're supporting local farmers and jobs in our communities. So after you're done being stopped in traffic, pick up some fresh from Florida on your way home.
Hey, Magic fans, when you're heading out to the Amway Center or anytime you're away from your business, commercial, or residential property, or you have a special event and you want to be sure that you're well protected, contact American Protection Services and Investigations, proud partner of the Orlando Magic. For a full list of our security services, dial 833-4APSI. Over 30 years in the business, your safety is our top priority because your business is our business.
SimpliSafe was named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors, indoor and outdoor HD cameras, and hazard detectors are powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring, so you get emergency help fast. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
When you open your hopper, you don't fill it with just any hardwood pellets, right? You fill it with Kingsford 100% hardwood blend pellets. Made right here in the USA with North American ingredients and a 100% natural hardwood blend, Kingsford pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add delicious smoky flavor to any meal. Kingsford's the name you trust for the low and slow cooking you crave. So look for Kingsford 100% hardwood blend pellets. Kingsford.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Thanks for hanging out with us. It is appreciated, as always. Glad to keep you company today. If you miss any of the show, you can go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you can get the podcast there. We are working on fixing the multitude of podcast issues. I don't know why this seems to happen to us, but I think we've got maybe everything cleared up for the fuzz noise, the white noise that sounds like what C-Lane's doing.
That's so relaxing, though.
They don't want that during the podcast.
We're falling asleep.
They don't want that. So that is being worked out. There were some issues there, and then some other stuff that's going on. But thanks for being patient. We appreciate that.
You have to pick one. You could get the version of the podcast that is no skipping but has white noise, or we can remove the white noise and put in some skipping.
Yeah, we are not giving you a perfect podcast. It's expecting too much.
That's what you listen live for.
We don't want that, and you don't want that. I saw this story yesterday. It's all over the place now today. And it's about AI, artificial intelligence. And obviously we talked about that a lot on the show because it's interesting. There's a lot of things that are happening right now. Yesterday we talked about the AI that they're starting to work into Photoshop. And I saw some people start to experiment with that. And you know what they were doing that was pretty cool? they were taking album covers. Did you see this at all?
No.
They were taking album covers and putting them into Photoshop, and they said, make the picture bigger than it is. Not as in size, but like, for instance, they used...
The thing you were talking about yesterday, like zoom out.
Yeah.
And then the AI...
To something that's not actually in the picture.
Right.
So, for instance, they used the Nirvana Nevermind cover.
That is the first album cover I thought of.
Was it? That's what they used. And they
Was the
zoomed
baby
out,
peeing?
and it shows the baby in the pool going after the dollar bill, but it shows like
And it
the
shows
whole
the father
pool.
just dropping him in there.
It shows the whole pool and like a pool deck and like chairs and stuff.
Interesting.
And I'm like, this is wild. And it looks perfect. It looks like it was actually in the original photo.
And now that 30-something's going to sue the AI?
He might come back and go for another lawsuit. But the AI stuff is just wild to see. And today I saw the most doom and gloom outlook on AI that I've ever seen in my life. And one thing that really concerns me is a bunch of people signed this 22-word statement about artificial intelligence, including the guy who was the founder of OpenAI, which made ChatGPT. Sam Altman is his name. He's one of the people that signed this thing. It says AI could destroy humanity.
Okay, this is out of a damn movie.
AI's creators say, right? So that's like the double whammy. AI could destroy humanity, AI's creators say. And it says, tell the world AI may cause human civilization to collapse.
Why did you make it?
Without going over Twitter's character limit. That's what a bunch of celebrity AI experts did when they signed a 22-word statement warning about the existential risk of the technology that was published by the nonprofit Center for AI Safety yesterday. Here is what they said in this statement. Mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war. Right, I've been screaming about the robots thing for quite some time, and most people don't seem to necessarily be on board with my level of fear. Now you have the creators of AI and the most influential people in artificial intelligence who are saying that AI could destroy humanity, which is a little crazy to think about. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think AI is going to destroy jobs, and it's already doing that, and it's going to destroy a whole lot more. I was thinking about it yesterday. I said there's a lot of interesting marketplaces where people can have the freedom to work on their own and do their own thing, like Fiverr. Right? Some of you have used Fiverr. I've used it a bunch for different stuff. And it's a website where you can hire people to do anything from graphic design to video editing to website work to singing you a song or a jingle and on and on and on. It's a big creative marketplace. And I started to think, and I was like, I don't think there are many things on Fiverr that couldn't be done with AI. Like you could have this all taken over by some artificial intelligence, and then guess what happens? Fiverr doesn't need to pay the people. There's no people doing the work anymore.
Exactly.
Fiverr just takes all the money, and they get all the money for themselves.
Not even a position to have like a tech come in and fix anything.
No.
It'll fix itself.
You're going to have like companies with 3 people in them, and all those 3 people are going to gobble up all the money because AI is going to roll in and replace these jobs. Is it going to crash and burn and destroy all human beings? That's not in the short term of anything.
No, that's our great grandkids.
Yeah, they got to worry.
The sun doesn't
screw them.
go out.
They have to worry about that, and climate change and all these other existential crises. We don't have to worry about that. But it is absolutely, positively going to replace a ton of jobs. Sit there and look at what you're doing today. What is your job? Can it be replaced by AI? And if the answer is yes, the answer is it will be replaced by AI, because companies don't exactly go, hey, turns out those 10 people in the corner office that are all working on this project, turns out AI does the job exactly the same as they do. But because we love our employees, we're going to keep them around, even though we can replace them with AI.
I mean, you got to double check, right?
Yeah.
And did you...
We'll keep one of them on board.
Did you see the story about the attorney who filed a lawsuit and then they discovered that he had written the initial lawsuit with ChatGPT?
Because it had given some
they cited
fake
3
stuff.
different fake lawsuits.
Right. Yeah. Like the lawsuit itself.
Did the people fall for it?
We got time. I mean, they fell for it until someone double checked.
Right.
Human.
Somebody looked at it and they were like, all of these things that you're citing in your lawsuit are not factual. And then it turned out it was like, use the
Son of a
ChatGPT.
Well,
to do this whole thing. But I'm sure they'll have like a chat GPT for lawyers, and they'll go, ours is perfect. It's not going to make those mistakes. And then all of a sudden a bunch of paralegals are fired, right? Like this is going to hit absolutely everybody.
It is. So you have to get ahead of it right now. And I don't know what that means necessarily.
Let's talk about this.
I will tell you that like ChatGPT is also cutting down a bunch of like time.
Yes, it's useful. I don't deny that at all. And it's interesting and it's awesome. It's terrifying. It's all those things. What is a job that is absolutely AI bulletproof? What is a job that when you
waste
think of it,
management?
That's probably mostly.
I just threw something out. I realize now it's a bad one.
Well, you could do
our jobs. I feel like the personality is not going to, unless they pull all of our audio.
I want to believe you. I really would like to believe that that's true.
Have you listened to the Spotify DJ yet?
No, is it bad?
It's just like
it's awkward.
It's awkward. I wish I could have recorded because on a long trip I tried it and it said something like uncomfortable that didn't make sense, and then it took me a second to realize what it said. It was already over. The song was playing.
Does it talk to you? Does it like, hey, Sabrina, here's your next song that I know you're going to like on a Friday. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't know if it said my name, but it was like it's talking to you.
It's specific. Yeah. This is, if you don't know about this,
I think you're going to like this jam.
On Spotify, they have like this personal DJ that talks in between the songs and does stuff specifically
hey, Shaw,
for
I'm
you.
your personal DJ.
Like it could be like, hey, Sabrina, I see you're on a road trip right now, and I'm going to put on a #1 road trip song, and they start playing something.
This one's coming from the request line. You requested it.
They do all these things, but yeah, I think. First of all, I have a vested interest in hoping that you're right. That our job would be hard for AI to replace.
They don't have the timing. I mean, come on.
They can't.
Would an AI do that?
No, they're years and years away from being able to.
Would an AI
hit that.
have this?
Vagina.
No. An AI couldn't think of this.
Exactly.
The fart would be so much shorter. It would not be that long. Well, what is the most bulletproof position? Hit us with your dispatches if you can think of a career that is absolutely bulletproof and AI can't take it down.
Construction?
MFQ says a magician? I don't know.
Okay, great. That's a good one.
It's not going to be a career for everybody.
Are we talking AI or automation?
Either or. AI or robotics cannot take over your job.
Therapist.
Something that's bulletproof like that.
I don't think they're going to let.
I don't. They've actually already done that with the therapist thing. There's suicide hotline type things that went to using ChatGPT to do the responses, which is dark.
Like I know that when construction's kind of a broad brush to paint with. I know that they have ways of 3D printing houses.
I've heard
now.
of this before.
However, it's going to be a long, long damn time, I think, before we start seeing robots building skyscrapers.
Yeah, that could be solid for a while.
Dog groomer.
I know truck drivers are all super worried about that being an issue for them. Like truck drivers think we got self-driving, we got all of this stuff. It's on the march. And if you got a job that you think, hey, my job is bulletproof from AI, we want to hear from you. So go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch today. When we come back, we'll hear those and see what you have on your mind. And also, we'll get to a professor who says Generation Z, Gen Z, needs to do this to be successful. And people were not happy with his statement. What was it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the mid and upper 80s through the Orlando metro. Mix of sun and clouds to start, but mainly after 2 p.m. we will be monitoring a rise in rain chances, and the rain could be heavy at times. We're looking at 40 to 50% coverage throughout the day on Thursday and Friday. High rain chances yet again, and temperatures will be dipping into the low 80s by the end of the work week.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Make your summer getaway to a new bed. Shop Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale. Save up to 50% on top brands, with queens starting at just $179.99. Plus, Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Godfrey on June 2nd and June 3rd.
I was born in Nebraska. Like I had a choice. You know, like I could come out my mom and say, oh, sorry, Mom, I want to be born in Brooklyn.
Tickets and showtime online at theimprovorlando.com. Come for the comedy. We can all use a little laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions, line cook, cocktail servers, and waitstaff. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call 407-408-5233 or email for open interviews.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at autio.com.
Maxwell, he was scratchy and losing some hair. My vet, she says, oh, he must be allergic to chicken. Another vet said, he's the drain. Third vet said, it's the weather. Then somebody said, DINOVITE.com. It took 2 weeks, and the dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. The Dinovite is a big part of Maxwell's diet.
You get some Dinovite, how happy your dog will be. DINOVITE.com.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
Thanks for calling EasyCater.
call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for his seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Simply Safe was named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors, indoor and outdoor HD cameras, and hazard detectors are powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring, so you get emergency help fast. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Result of negotiations not guaranteed. Not available in all states. Approximate discounts of up to half before fees based on an average enrolled debt and results.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 800-500-6135. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes, and we could save you thousands and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk to call now. 800-500-6135. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. know. Call Credit Associates for free now and see how much money you could save. Call 800-500-6135. 800-500-6135.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
The Portable Uni by ePass. Now available in black. A toll pass that blends into your windshield. Finally. And Uni works on toll roads in 19 states. The Portable Uni by ePass. Get yours today on Amazon or go with uni.com.
Battling mental health issues can often feel isolating. Talking about these challenges can help you get the support you need. The Child Mind Institute provides suggestions to get the conversation started and help kids feel comfortable talking about their mental health.
That's so frustrating. I can see why you feel upset.
I'm sorry you're going through all that, but I'm so glad you told me. I'm here anytime you need to talk.
If you or a young person you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and resources. It won't always be easy, but you got this.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com during the break, and I got some text messages when we were talking about the story that said AI is basically going to destroy all humanity, and it was signed by all the big people in AI. And I said, it's not going to destroy humanity in any kind of short-term sense. It's going to destroy a hell of a lot of jobs, though. And we were talking about like how, as a lawyer, you could replace a bunch of people by having some kind of AI software. And it turns out there already is one. There's like a Chat GPT for lawyers. There's multiple brands out there that have this for like $400 a month.
Woo!
One's
I
called.
don't know if that would even take jobs versus like it would save so much time.
Yeah, time saver for sure. But the time saving thing plays into the jobs, because if you want to free up some of your time to work on other things, you might hire like a paralegal to do these things traditionally. Right. And now they have what one was called, I think, Blue Jay, and somebody emailed me about Blue Jay, and then Co-Counsel is another one. So they actually have this already.
I'm going to refer to my co-counsel.
Yeah, right. And it just sounds totally normal. We're going with this. Somebody said something over on Twitch that I thought was interesting and perhaps could be onto something. And they were talking about eventually, Sour Patch Pete says on Twitch, eventually we will boycott AI and only buy things made by humans. And I thought about that a little bit, and I said, I wonder if that will become a thing where, much like when you go to a department store, things say made in the USA.
Right.
I wonder.
I don't want it if it's made in China.
Right, and like they utilize that as a selling point. Be like, our fellow Americans are employed by this company, or people will do the old Apple workaround where they say designed in San Francisco, and assembled elsewhere. But I wonder if to that point there will be companies that will be like, this is AI free. Right? Like, this was not assembled by robots. This was made by humans.
And there's the first spelling error.
Can't
even talk. Stop that.
It's hard enough to say Chat GPT a couple times in succession. That alone is tough enough. But you look at this and you go, hey, there's people who are going to be against this. Is there somebody that's going to go, let's wise up about this. Let's put not made by AI or made by human beings on the tag to make it so our product looks better.
Designed by human beings.
Designed by human beings, assembled by robots. So that'll be the cut around.
But I
love the idea that the creators are like, it's going to destroy humanity.
Yeah.
Did you think about that when you were developing it? And now that you are just raking in the dough, You're going to play that guy?
That seems weird. You're the people that are building the thing, and you're telling us, well, this thing's bad.
I watched 2 different shows recently that all have that backstory.
Yeah, that's frightening.
If you think about it, though, like we're again, now that AI is like on the forefront of things we're talking about and things we're worried about, we're blurring the line between AI and things that are already being done by robots. So many of your cars are built by robots.
Yeah, a lot of
so
it.
many of the food you eat is packaged, cooked, assembled by robots.
Go ahead and watch a bunch of episodes of how it's made.
Hell yeah!
How many
Love that
humans you
stuff.
see versus how many like robots or specialized machines already do that. Now this is going to be that on steroids with everything new that's coming into to view here. Before I get to what this boomer professor said Gen Z needs to do to be successful that got them all fired up, Amazon Prime Video has just confirmed that they are going to be launching an Australian version of The Office. The show The Office. They're going to reboot this, and they've done this in a bunch of different countries. The Office obviously started in the UK.
Right.
That's the British Office was the first one. Then I think we did the second one. I don't know. We popped up with our version.
We did the most successful one.
Then they remade it in 10 other countries, right? So 13 total, actually. So 11 other countries.
There's one of them that's really funny. I think it's it's Bollywood. I just don't know where exactly.
India is one of them. Israel, Canada, Chile, France, and Poland all have their own versions of The Office. And it's hilarious to watch them because even if you can't understand what they're saying, you see like the Michael Scott character and you see like the Dwight character and you can tell what's going on.
And plus, opportunity for better or not better. I don't want to offend anybody here in the room that's a super fan of The Office, Elaine and Sean. But they new jokes.
Yeah.
And I love Australian shows. Thank you.
You love Australian shows. What Australian show do you love?
Summer Heights High, Jamae, Angry Boys.
What?
Where did this
come
or something.
from? Where are you watching all these Australian shows?
The telly. They're available online.
Never heard of a single show that you just ripped off. Did you go down like a rabbit hole of watching these?
The Chris Lilly stuff I watched a lot in high school and college.
Oh, okay.
And that was the one who made the new show for Netflix, came out I think right before pandemic.
Oh,
not Maniacs, maybe it was, where it's the same character playing
It's
a bunch of different people.
It's a live action Animaniacs.
That's not
No,
true.
that's not true at
Although
all.
I would watch that. I would tune in for that if that was a thing.
I think it'd be exciting.
The Office in Canada is called Le Job. Why do you even need an office in Canada? Is it for French Canadians?
Le Job? Yeah, I guess so. They also said in this one, Michael Scott is going to be played by a female, played by an actress in this particular version of it.
I'm not watching it then.
Felicity Ward, who's an Australian comedian and actor who has appeared on a bunch of shows that apparently Sabrina has watched, including some of them that sound like I'm not supposed to say the name.
Do it.
Wakefield, The In-Betweeners, Spicks and Specks.
Oh, yeah.
And Thank God You're Here are some of the shows that she's been involved in.
You haven't seen The In-Betweeners?
No.
That was huge on Hulu.
I never even heard of some of these. Was it big during the pandemic when we were running out of new content? That's
Oh, please.
all new to
America
me.
is the prime example of taking content and then redoing
Of
it.
course. I mean, but during the pandemic, the only Australian show that I think I've watched is the Love on the Spectrum show, which I think was from Australia.
It
right?
was Love on the Spectrum. But
what the U.S. do?
There was
stole the show and tried to do their own.
There was a Australian dating show. I think where most of them were Australian. Was that the one where they couldn't have sex?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a dating show where they couldn't have sex.
Hot Beach or
Too Hot to Handle.
They were all so attractive.
Yeah.
That they had to try to avoid having the sex that they could have so easily had.
Because if they had the sex, or if they did any kissing or touching, or there was a whole menu of things that would deduct the grand prize from their possible
Imagine not
winnings.
being able to win this competition. It's like,
but you got laid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry, I broke and I had sex last night.
That's what they all did.
I'm ready for my punishment.
It's. I mean, they and when the first couple days or something, they talk to these kids, or when they figure out what the game is or what the show is.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell the casting directors did a good job because They just, before they know what the premise of the show is, they just randomly talk about how, I don't think I could go a long time without having sex.
I'm not able to do this. It's not even like the masturbation challenge from Seinfeld, which would make more sense. This one is...
They weren't allowed to do that either.
It's next level. A boomer professor says to Gen Z, here's the advice you don't want to hear. You need to get out of the house if you want to be successful. Professor Scott Galloway from New York University said you should never be at home if you want to succeed in life. You should never be at home. That's what I tell young people.
Did you write that quote from home?
Home is for 7 hours of sleep, and that's it, he
7
said.
hours?
Yeah, right.
Asshole.
He said you go home, you sleep for 7 hours, and then right back out into the real world. And there's a lot of people who are not really taking fondly to that advice, but tell us what you think. Send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. Those are all queued up and ready to go.
I Googled Felicity Ward, this Australian comedian. I could see...
Her being Michael Scott?
Like taking on a Michael Scott-esque kind of vibe. She's got some of the pictures I'm catching like Kathy Griffin kind of vibes.
Right. Yeah. I wonder if it'll be like when they were going to replace Michael Scott, they had a female who was like the potential Michael Scott for a couple episodes, I think.
Who was?
Or maybe it was just one episode.
No, they had that female was there for a while.
Was she? Yeah. And they did that.
The British
that
woman.
female.
I don't know if they'll riff off of that. I don't know who she is. I don't know her or anything else. The other people were
I don't know her.
Idris Elba?
That popped. Yeah, Idris Elba was in a long arc on that. And Will Ferrell was in that too when that show was kind of
I mean, how do you guys feel about it? Are you going to watch it? Or you're like...
It's got a woman in it, so no. I'm
That's what I figured.
Tuning it out. No, I normally I'm kind of against when they just replace characters with somebody of a different gender or color because create new characters, give people what they actually deserve. This is like phoning it in. But I think it's kind of interesting to do that with Michael Scott because we've already done it with Michael Scott the other way. Not once, but many times. And so you're like, you've already done all these jokes. You could do a whole new interesting set of jokes with a female at
I'm
the
going to
helm.
audition.
You know what? I would be more apt or more interested, rather, I should say, in watching an Australian show than a British version of a show because I can understand the Australians better. The British show, like the British Office, can you guys understand what's going on? Half the time I'm like, no idea what they're saying.
Hard to watch.
Okay, quick break. Back with those dispatches in a moment. Plus, a huge, huge change coming. If you fly on airplanes, well, this is going to affect you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The audio version of a Live, Laugh, Love wall decoration that's been set on fire. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for delays due to an accident on State Road 408 heading eastbound at I-4 exit 10. The right lane is blocked. There's bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. And slowdowns on I-4 westbound approaching the beach line and before State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the Greenway heading northbound at Lake Nona Boulevard. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Kickstart your imagination with Audible. Hear celebrity and music memoirs, mysteries, true crime, and more. Audible is the home of storytelling, audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Wildfires can burn more than just trees. While spring is wildfire season in Florida, our state is at risk for wildfires almost year-round. Humans are the #1 cause of wildfire. We all must do our part to reduce the risk and impact of wildfire in Florida. Visit BeWildfireReadyFL.com to learn how to prevent wildfire in your community, yard, and home, and to build an emergency supply kit. It's not about if a wildfire will ignite, but when. Learn how you can be ready for wildfire at BeWildfireReadyFL.com.
If you're a pro that paints, the Home Depot is here to save you money. Paint stores try to convince you you're getting a good deal by offering deep discounts on paint, but what they don't tell you is the starting price is too high to begin with. The real question is, how much are you paying per gallon? Nobody beats the Home Depot's price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paint, stains, and primers. Plus, our pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Ricardo, quote, This is one of the greatest inventions ever. I know this may sound like I'm exaggerating, but this sucker is amazing. The first time I did it, I couldn't believe what came out of my sinuses. I could breathe with ease. My wife just bought one too. Thank you for this product." Unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
If you love Florida and you love fun, then might I suggest you pick up a rod and reel and go fishing? Because here in the Sunshine State, fishing, fun, and Florida just go together. And you know what else goes with fishing, fun, and Florida? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L. That's right, a license. Getting your fishing license opens up a whole lot of fun and new memories, and it's never been easier to get one. Just visit fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com to order yours. And before you know it, you'll be more relaxed than you can even imagine. Casting your line in your local fishing hole, propping your feet up in that rental rowboat, and of course, catching the big one. So go to fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com. Then plan your escape, because fishing is a great way to connect with family, friends, and of course, nature. Your fishing license is just a few clicks away. Order yours today at fun.gooutdoorsflorida.com and enjoy all the fishing, fun, and Florida you deserve.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
thanks for calling EasyCater.
Call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
SimpliSafe was named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors, indoor and outdoor HD cameras, and hazard detectors are powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring, so you get emergency help fast. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Packing for your summer road trip? Leave the travel guide at home and bring the Autio app along for the ride. Autio brings any drive to life with fascinating stories about the places you go, all narrated by expert storytellers. Browse through Autio's more than 10,000 fascinating location-based tales to inspire your travel itinerary and discover unique destinations along the way. Wherever summer takes you, make your next drive an adventure with Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at AUTIO.com.
Mills Air has been in business for over 30 years. On behalf of iHeart's Access Day, they'll be offering our listeners a special offer of up to $3,500 off new AC units. A Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. For more information, go to millsair.com.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game and a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Now open in Daytona.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
And I'm trying to think if you, C-Lane, or Sabrina do this thing that somebody emailed about, and it's in response to something we talked about yesterday on the show, and it's a particular human behavior. My gut tells me that you have a collection of this. And you've never told me about this as far as I can recall. You know how my memory works sometimes.
Yeah,
but
right.
you never told me that you collect this thing. But just knowing you collect other things, I think maybe you do. Sabrina, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she does this or not. But we were talking
toenail clippings. Yes,
it's not. You have a giant jar of toenail clippings. It's not that. It's about this because Brian emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And he says, "Hey, Sean, during the show, you were talking about ticket prices for Blink-182
I had
shows.
a feeling it might be this.
And he said, I just had to find my old ticket stubs. He's one of these people that, like, saves all their concert tickets throughout the years. You do, too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
I have a box of it, and then, like, the whole plan amongst all the other crafts that I have never gotten to is to make, like, a scrapbook of it.
Right.
Or I'm hoping Amazon has something I can just slip them into.
I'm sure they do.
They do.
Yeah, like you have a big folder, and then you have
Yeah.
the like clear pages with all the tickets stuffed
But
in
yeah,
there.
I have stuff that I've saved for, like, 15 years back.
I have none. I have saved 0 tickets to any concerts I've ever gone to.
Do you have anything, like, besides the collectibles? Like memories, stuff that you save?
I've told you guys before, I'm not big on saving stuff. I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't like carrying a lot of stuff around.
You have a lot of stuff. You love trinkets.
I know, but in terms of like, so for instance, when my parents died, my sister, I've told the story before, she asked if I wanted to take all the photo albums and stuff, and I was like, nah, I don't really care about that. I don't
Scan 'em.
I'm not that person. I don't put a bunch of photos up around the house. I don't do those things. So I don't have keepsakes. That's the best way I think I could refer to them. And both of you, I would have thought, did. Celine, I thought you would keep concert tickets because you, I know, keep set lists from the concerts that you go to.
I had, I wasn't keeping them in any fancy sort of way. In fact, it was probably almost obnoxious the way I used to keep them.
Mhm.
I had like one of those little remote control caddies, you know, that you would have on your side table. Back when you had to have like 4 remotes to operate your entire home theater system.
Yeah.
So I had one of those, and I would just shove the concert tickets. I had a lot, and unbeknownst to me, one year Ashley just stole them, and I didn't even notice because I think that was in storage after we moved, and so she stole them, and she got one of those books that has like that has slide-ins for the tickets, and she did them in like. Not in order of like
the date of the show. Yeah. To make it so you could like go back through your history of going to concerts.
Chronological.
That's the word I was looking for.
Do you have a ticket from every show that you've been to?
No,
because now it's hard to even get
impossible.
you don't even get the hard tickets.
Yeah, that's there's kind of a double-edged sword with the digital tickets. It's great that we've had at work, and like a lot of times when we give away prizes, when we give away tickets and stuff, we just email them to people,
right?
And it saves you a trip. There's been a lot of things that I've gotten tickets to that they've just emailed to me, and it saves me driving to Maitland to pick up a physical ticket. But
then you don't get the hard copy thing that you can kind of keep.
I mean, I'll print it out, and you know how the printout goes? It's all that like terms and conditions and ads, and just cut the top part, which kind of looks like a ticket.
Get like a makeshift.
I can do that, but it's not the same for me.
It doesn't have that tactile feel.
All right, just wait till you see my scrapbook, C-Lane.
Well,
You'll change your mind.
Now I have a digital scrapbook. If I go to my Apple Wallet right now, like I go all the way to the bottom and says view 19 expired passes. Ticketmaster, and
That's
a couple
just not the same.
and a couple of plane tickets.
Well, they brought this up in this email because we were talking about how insane concert tickets have been, and people just go along with it. Like, how much was Blink-182 yesterday? $400 or something, or $250 at one place.
I saw 800 at one place.
Yeah, but just for like the regular general admission tickets, it was $250.
$245 for blocked view.
That's wild expensive, and everybody's just like, all right, that's how much it costs now. And I've kind of been going crazy about this lately because I've noticed inflation so much more, and here's the reason why. I don't usually go to the grocery store. But the last couple of times that Courtney has gone to ABC Liquor, I was like, I'll go inside with you. And so I go inside to ABC Liquor, and I go, are you kidding me?
I want to leave.
I said, you know what? I kind of like the high noons. I might get some of those high noons. And they sell them in like a 4-pack. And it was like $12 for a 4-pack of these high noon seltzers. And I said, what the hell is going on?
That's why you don't go grocery shopping?
No, I just didn't know how expensive it had gotten in there. I don't think.
How lucky we are to have you, somebody who's been so sheltered from retail purchases for such a long time.
You sound like Oprah right now.
I'm just saying.
When they ask all the super rich celebrities, how much do you think a loaf of bread is?
No, I just didn't know it was that expensive in the liquor store. And like a White Claw is $24 for a 12-pack.
I was banned for a joke. It's cute that you think I have 19 Dave Matthews tickets.
You got a lot more than that.
So
What
low.
are you at, 70-something?
30s or 40s?
I'm in the 50s.
Oh, my God.
Right in the middle.
Well, you should look back through those escalating ticket prices, too, because this person, Brian, says, from 1998 and 1999, I have tickets to Blink-182 shows. I'd say things have gotten a little pricey. Note the price in the top left, and he sends this photo over of these tickets, and this one is October 9th, 1998, Blink-182, An Unwritten Law. And the ticket price was $13.50
with a $2.75 convenience charge.
$2.75 extra. The next year, the ticket was $10.50 to see Blink-182
with a $3 convenience charge.
They're already going up on the convenience charges there.
Yeah, but the base price went down.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the overall ticket price is the same, $13.50 on both of them, I guess. Oh no, it's not actually cheaper on the second year in 1999. But in 23 years, we've gone from $10 or $13 to $250 or $450. And I looked yesterday and I said, just for S's and giggles, how much is a 12-pack of Corona? And it was $21 for a 12-pack of Corona.
I think in my ticket case, I have tickets to 311 that look a lot like this ticket right here that says Campus Activities Board presents 311.
Right.
And I thought, does that mean that before the band goes on, there's going to be some nerd on the Campus Activities Board?
You better believe it.
Going like, hey, UCF students, how's everybody doing today?
And now,
UCF.
Before Blink-182, we have a rap on why you shouldn't be smoking. And,
and proper touching at college parties.
This is just such a big night and day difference from $10 and $13 to 23 years later, $500. This is a massive, massive jump. Thank you for the email. Appreciate that. And I said everything is going to be changing on airlines very soon. And this is sort of a wild one. You remember the story we literally just talked about in South Korea with the airplane, where somebody decided to did that only play out loud over there?
Kind of sounds like a plane.
I was like, why did I only hear that way over there?
Very far away airplane.
There it is. When we talk about this story, if you didn't hear about it, it was an Asiana Airlines flight in South Korea, and some guy actually opened the emergency exit door. And all the people on the plane were just sitting there, and the wind is blowing in the plane, and trying to land, and a bunch of people got injured as a result of this. Now they said there are airlines that are watching this and making moves. And several airlines have now come forward to say they are no longer going to sell emergency row seats on the plane.
Baloney.
They said they're no longer going to sell them.
Okay, so they're empty?
Yes. Yeah, they said the South Korean airline,
This ruined my week,
which had a passenger terrifyingly open a plane door midair, has stopped selling certain emergency exit row seats.
How about just stop selling it to crazy people?
That would be ideal.
That was like my go-to. I would be right there a little bit early to the gate, and I would volunteer as the emergency exit row.
For that leg room?
Yeah, and to be a hero.
They
and
said
to get out first.
Following the incident, the 31A and 26A emergency seats are no longer going to be available. You cannot buy those tickets on this flight, and other airlines are starting to do the same thing. I think what they should do, to piggyback off of what Sabrina was just mentioning, is it would be smart if they said you can get the emergency row seats, but only if you're like pre-check TSA or whatever. So there's like a level of screening that has gone on.
I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is they completely leave them empty for every flight. And there was somebody flying standby that has to get a hotel room.
And
for
that's what they would do right now. There would be 2 seats open on the flight, but they're no longer
More
going
than
to
2?
sell them. Or in the case of Asiana Airlines, they said 31A and 26A, and they said they're doing this on all their jets. There's other airlines that have seen this and they're following suit, and they also are going to stop selling the emergency row seats on their flights as well. Which you wonder, like, what's the goal here?
Also, what happens in an emergency?
Yeah, who's going to do it? The flight attendants are now responsible?
I got a bright idea.
What?
So, you have your pre-TSA check that you guys have yet to get?
Yes.
You should.
Keep putting that off.
I think that you go through a little bit of a training course, and then you become a certified exit row passenger.
Okay, but if you do that, I think you should get a discount on your tickets or something.
Well, you get the leg room.
You're going all above and beyond.
You have a guarantee. I mean, you have more likely to get a seat if you're one of the few that's a designated emergency rowman.
Right. You're an emergency row person, and
you're already getting perks here.
You're ERP. You're an ERP. You're an emergency row person. Your perks are not that great. It's just a little bit more legroom. A lot of people don't want to sit in the emergency row. So you got to give them something extra. But it would be good to have people that you knew weren't going to freak out and just open the emergency exit door. That would be ideal.
Now,
if they could
does
do
this
that.
happen way more often and they've made like this change and we just haven't heard about it?
I don't know. I've
Based
only
on one crazy
It could
dude,
be.
they're going to stop selling
Yeah,
it?
well, based on one crazy dude, Richard Reed, we still have to take our stupid shoes off at the airport.
Thanks, Dick Reed.
Because that guy tried to have a shoe bomb and blow up a damn plane, and now we still have to do this. That's what they do in the airline world. There's like little things happen, one thing happens, and they go, all right, no more emergency row seats for any of you.
Then AI is going to take over.
Soon enough. Let's go over to you. Your dispatches are rolling in from thenewsjunkie.com and the app. Let's see what we got here. Here is Synth Solution chiming in. This just says yesterday's dumpster.
Hey, junkies, how's it going?
Hey.
Going back to the topic about dumpsters from yesterday, I actually
the one you
work out
illegally threw
in
trash on.
construction.
No,
I go to
I
all
didn't.
these
No.
houses that are popping up all over the place in these big old subdivisions that's taking up every speck of land in Florida.
Right, yeah.
And
People say that all the time. People are like, it's taking up every speck of Florida. Drive down the turnpike, my friend. Just take a drive.
I-75?
There's so much
Wanna
open
see a
space.
gator?
It always blows my mind. If you're on a flight and you look out the window, there's so much open space. It's just on and on.
On
and
Google
on.
Maps?
Yeah, just go on Google Maps and just start scrolling. And once you get past all the suburbs, which there's a lot of them, once you get past that, there's a lot of nothingness in this country
I
still.
heard there's a lot up for sale in Lake Nona, too.
Is there?
As a reference to the Disney back and forth.
Oh.
It's for a niche audience.
You got him.
Know what I'm saying?
You got him.
Texts are blowing up right
Hey,
now.
the dumpster, I'm off scot-free because the dumpster's gone. The beanbags are still in it, I'd imagine.
I saw some ticket on your car.
No, there's no ticket out there. I went out and looked to make sure I wasn't in any trouble.
I wish somebody would have figured out it was you and then just brought just the beanbags back.
Put them on top of my car.
Put them on your front step. Threw them over your fence.
Nobody got me. I'm scot-free. I broke the law, and I won this time.
kind of see what's going on. I see all the homeowners using that as their personal dumpster. I kind of just shrug it off and ignore it. I know they're not supposed to.
Right.
But I don't like it when they use their kitchen trash in there because it sits there and it festers and you cannot believe the smell that comes off of it.
Yeah, that's gross. You don't want to do that. That builds up and that rots.
I did
Ugh.
see one of my neighbors who had realized that her trash had gotten picked up,
mm-hmm.
because she lives across the street, but not the trash on my side of the street. And so she was like going over and putting extra things that she hadn't thrown away yet in the across the street trash can. And I didn't know this person.
Did you yell at her?
I wanted to go like, I saw that. I saw I can see you. We'll talk about this on next door.
Yeah, instant complaints for that.
Find me on the community page.
It's a trash, but it's also your property still. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. There's so many dispatches coming in. We'll try to work in more of those as best we can. Also, another anonymous email from a listener coming in, and we'll see what they had to say. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 408 heading eastbound at I-4, exit 10. There's congestion on I-4 heading eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Expect delays on I-4 westbound approaching the beach line and before State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. And right now, save 50% off any order during our Memorial Day sale. Blindster.com.
You know, the process of shopping for a mortgage can be complicated and confusing and so frustrating you don't want to do it. But not when it comes to that mortgage guy, Don. You see, you get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, and you get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy, Don. He's a mortgage broker, and mortgage brokers are better because they do all their loans through national wholesale lenders. Still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks competing for your business, and wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers. You want to see a difference? Go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com. Click apply now and get a quote or get a free analysis of your existing quote. You'll see immediately when you go to the website. It's very easy to navigate through. It is chock full of information for you, and any question you have direct access to Don himself. Plain and simple, no spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Get the process started today and go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
iHeart gives you access to the hottest music, events, and deals. But on June 1st, we're giving you access like never before. It's iHeart Radio Access Day, our 24-hour way of saying thank you for listening. Go to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com today.
You could be joining Ryan Seacrest for a VIP experience at our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas.
Head to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com to register to receive reminders for when experiences like this and more go live tomorrow.
Eating good is about more than just tasty food. Eating good is about doing good, too. And that's exactly what Fresh from Florida is all about. Supporting local Florida farmers, creating jobs in our communities, and of course, making sure you can enjoy all the fresh flavors Florida has to offer. Because produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. So eat good tonight. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Packing for your summer road trip? Leave the travel guide at home and bring the Autio app along for the ride. Autio brings any drive to life with fascinating stories about the places you go, all narrated by expert storytellers. Browse through Autio's more than 10,000 fascinating location-based tales to inspire your travel itinerary and discover unique destinations along the way. Wherever summer takes you, make your next drive an adventure with Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at AUTIO.com.
Just call Mo. Just call Mo. Just call Mo. Just call Mo. Ain't you gonna go? Call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando. Sung by non-attorney spokesperson.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Ricardo, quote, "This is one of the greatest inventions ever. I know this may sound like I'm exaggerating, but this sucker is amazing. The first time I did it, I couldn't believe what came out of my sinuses. I could breathe with ease. My wife just bought one too. Thank you for this product." Unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Amino Energy by Optimum Nutrition is now available at your local 7-Eleven for $2.49. Or now 3 for $5 through June 27th. Amino Energy has 0 grams of sugar and delicious fruit flavor. Get more from your morning with Amino Energy.
This is the sound of the new Raspberry Watermelon Dunkin' Refresher. And sure, your ears might be all like, nope, that's just the sound of an ordinary iced coffee shaking in a cup. But this Sonata, created from a sweet yet subtly tart blend of raspberry and watermelon flavors harmoniously joining in a cup, it could only be the new Raspberry Watermelon Dunkin' Refresher. Try it and all the Dunkin' Refreshers this summer. Dunkin' Iced. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassey's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassey's Meat Market, or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing content.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial Pound Law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Radio 104.1.
thenewsjunkie.com. An anonymous email rolls in. Always love those. And if you want to be anonymous when you email me, just put that at the top of the email, because I do have a habit of just reading the whole email, and then the last line says, and I'd like to be anonymous.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's a little too late sometimes, but yes, I'll always honor that, and I have gone to great lengths to keep people anonymous, and I'll continue to do so.
Yeah, he's eaten an email before, everybody.
I deleted all my emails when there was a threat of a lawsuit one time, just to keep everybody safe.
Remember that one, what was it, a judge or was a detective down in Miami that he ate?
Yes, on the stand. He ate the tip. It was like a crime line kind of thing, I think. Or
Like, all right, we got a fecal check.
something like that. So anyhow, Dave emails. No, I'm kidding. Anonymous emails. tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hi, everybody. I'd like to keep this anonymous. I've been a long-time listener of the show, even though I'm in the Midwest. I love the show, and I recommend it to anybody looking for a new podcast.
Thank you, Dave.
I was surprised this story didn't make it on your show on Tuesday, since it's now going global. On Sunday afternoon, May 28th, part of the Davenport apartment building collapsed in Davenport, Iowa. 8 people had been rescued from the building in the overnight hours. Early Monday, Memorial Day, Davenport authorities were saying no fatalities and no one was missing. Everybody was all accounted for. All pets had been evacuated, and the building was set to be demolished at 8 a.m. CST. Families were posting and showing up at the site saying their loved ones were still there.
Whoa.
Reports came out that cats and dogs could be seen in the windows of the building.
Oh.
Authorities were still holding strong to the no fatalities, no missing people, and the building was empty. That's what their line was.
Despite seeing things physically with your eyes if you were there.
So we got two sides of this. Like the authorities are going, nope, nothing to look at, nothing to see here. There's no bodies, there's no live people, there's no dogs or cats in the building. The building is empty. But people are showing up saying, hey, I can't find my loved one. They're in the building, or I can see cats and dogs in the building right now. Roughly 12 hours before demolition, a woman on the 4th floor busted out her screen and was screaming for help. Holy cow. The authorities were just baffled how she had been missed in there after many sweeps of the building. Demo has been halted, and now most, if not all, pets have been evacuated. As of me writing this email, 5 people are unaccounted for, with 2 believed to be in the actual rubble. The 2 persons have been named as Brandon Colvin and Ryan Hitchcock. Brandon's phone is still pinging inside the building, and his car was towed from the parking lot over the weekend. Ryan's car is still on property, and nobody can reach him. Tenants have been alerting authorities of the state of the building for a period of time. Reports are mixed whether the building passed inspections or not. I've included articles
But
in
then they
Reddit posts
set
made
it for
locally.
demolition without making sure.
Well, first it collapsed. First a bunch of it collapsed. And then they're like, hey, there's nobody in there, no worries. And they're about to blow the thing up. And somebody's like, no, I'm still in here. And bursts out of the screen door of their place in the building, which is pretty insane. Thank you, Anonymous, for the email. I'm going to look at more of these links that you've sent, and I'll put it on the radar here, because if you've got authorities coming out saying the building is clear, there's no danger here.
Push it under the rug before it goes global.
Imagine if they would have blown it up. Imagine if they would have demoed the building and they'd be like, oh, whoops, there was somebody in there. We killed a person.
Especially after what happened in Surfside.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of comparisons you can make there, especially like, did this pass inspections and stuff? So I'll look a little deeper into that. That's much appreciated. Let's work at a couple of dispatches while we have time. Here's Bring Me a Beer chiming in.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Dang, Sealing, you are so funny today. I mean, you're funny every day, buddy, but today, you're just on point.
I already picked
You're
somebody
looking
for
good
Fritz
in
on
that
the street.
shirt, too. Hair looking fresh. Man, good day to you, sir.
He didn't even ask for Fritz on the street. He didn't even say it in the description or anything.
Oh, it's very nice of him then.
You want me to save that one
Is
for
there
if
a
you're having a
part
bad
two?
day?
Yeah.
Yeah, just when things are down, you get a little pick me up.
Claim bad day.
Okay, here we go. Let's go over to, there's a bunch of people who are sending in dispatches today. Here's Street Pirate talking about AI.
I think my job might be bulletproof from AI. I do bitchin' kitchens for rich people on the ocean here in Vero Beach.
Oh, nice.
Custom cabinetry, crown molding, fancy stuff like that. And that's the name of the company, Bitchin' Kitchens.
Use it as a way to get an advertisement in. He wants to get a spot.
Too bad we dumped that entire segment.
Nobody's going to hear it. We're going to use AI to change it to your competitor's name.
Yeah.
And so you just plugged them
Pigeon
instead.
Kitchens.
Yeah.
Here's
Asbestos.
a phlebotomy is me with a dispatch.
Happy Wednesday to everyone.
Hey.
I don't believe that AI can take over barbering. I was a barber for 25 years here in
that's a good
Orlando,
one.
and there's no way AI can do that. There's no way.
Are you still a
At least I
barber?
don't think so.
He said
know what y'all
was. I don't know if he's still doing it, but that sounds past tense. But what about the Floby? Do we consider the Floby
No.
a competitor for barbers?
Absolutely not.
That would be like saying like an electric razor is a competitor.
But what if you use the Floby and don't get the haircut at the barber place? Isn't that knocking them out with the machinery? We don't have to worry about this because Floby didn't exactly catch on.
No.
It had a little bit of a comeback with George Clooney.
Oh, did it? He was using the Floby?
Yeah. And they're
Oh.
like, how's your hair so great even after all these years? And he's like, I have a Floby.
The Floby was a hit and miss kind of
Floby.
thing. I saw some real bad haircuts as a result of that. Oh, we got 2 left. Here is Big Bird.
Today I sent an email to my lawn service telling them that the level of robotics is now good enough that I no longer need them, and I appreciate all the good times we've had together, but it's over. And it didn't cost as much as you think it would.
Really?
Yeah. I fired a guy with AI. Robots rule.
Jesus, this guy's firmly on the side of the robots. And he's got a robo lawnmower, it would appear now, which I've seen. When I'm walking through the neighborhood, I've seen one of these things before. I don't know if that was that one or...
Is that the one who knocks?
I don't know if there's a couple of brands out there like this, but I've seen one of them kind of putting along, and they look really weird. Last one. Here's Daytona Beach Travis.
I'm in the roofing industry here in Daytona Beach area, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe from AI, but...
Yeah, roofing is pretty solid. There's a lot of people who chimed in on the whole their job is safe from AI stuff, saying things like they work in the air conditioning business, this business, that business. There's some that are safe for now, but that's a big for now. When we come back the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
Coming up on the next episode, Celine Dion's heart will go on, but unfortunately, not her tour. Come on in and pull yourself up a chair. Pee-wee's headed to civil court. Plus, gather all ye groupies and all your hairspray. You are not going to believe who auditioned for America's Got Talent. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the mid and upper 80s through the Orlando metro. Mix of sun and clouds to start, but mainly after 2 p.m. we will be monitoring a rise in rain chances, and the rain could be heavy at times. We're looking at 40 to 50% coverage throughout the day on Thursday and Friday. High rain chances yet again, and temperatures will be dipping into the low 80s by the end of the work week.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. And right now, save 50% off any order during our Memorial Day sale. Blindster.com.
At Wells Fargo, if you accidentally overdraw your account, we give you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with an extra day?
Sunday night and I have the Sunday scaries.
Honey, don't be scared. Every weekend comes with an extra day now.
All right. TGI Sunday.
It helps to have an extra day. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getextra to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to timing requirements and the bank's funds availability policy. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Summer's heating things up, outside and on the grill. Whether you're smoking a brisket or grilling up veggies, Kingsford Original Charcoal delivers the consistent performance and smoky wood-fired flavor barbecuers crave. Kingsford Original lights faster and has a long burn time, giving you the ultimate grilling experience. So grab a bag of Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford.com. Kingsford Original Charcoal lights faster and delivers consistent performance compared to nationally available charcoal in the USA.
GiveMeTheVin.com now has 40 offices around the U.S. 40. We did $2 billion in buys last year, $2 billion with a B, because we pay the most, we're easy to deal with, and we take care of you, the customer. That's why we have 4 stars, the highest rankings of any car buyer. GiveMeTheVin.com dominates. Why? Because we take care of our customers. They don't call me America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Life is full of ifs. If you see potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, and even bigger ifs like if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro and get paid up to 2 days early, if you can safeguard against surprises and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
Regions Bank, member FDIC.
I can't wait for what's next, even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation and irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, apixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Pool season is here, but open roles got you underwater? Check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Summer's almost here. Time to get swimsuit ready for the pool parties and beach vacations. And for the confidence to look your very best, get RM3 from Red Mountain Weight Loss. RM3 works on your belly, hips, and thighs, attacking unhealthy fat and reshaping your body, all while helping you lose up to 20 pounds or more per month. There's simply no faster way to get swimsuit ready than with RM3. It's safe and effective for men and women, and it's all natural, so it won't make you nervous or jittery. RM3 helps overcome issues that cause weight gain, like a slowing metabolism, hormone imbalance, or menopause. This patented medication is available only by prescription, and you can only get it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. So trust the experts at Red Mountain Weight Loss for programs that are doctor supervised and highly successful. Lose weight and look great just in time for summer with RM3. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone right now and use the keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss. That's pound 250 keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Grab your shades, your flip-flops, and your free iHeartRadio app for the unofficial start of summer 2023. No matter where you go this summer, your favorite radio station, the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be along for the adventure. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-334-2266. That's 800-334-2266. 800-334-2266.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is?
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And we got Fritz on the Street coming up in just a moment as well. So stick around for that. If you need to learn any more, all you have to do is go over to thenewsjunkie.com and get all signed up to join us on the show with your dispatch. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Climate change? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Oh, wow.
Hold up.
It's the best we can do.
Better. No, I think that's good. I think that's really good.
Sealand's pulling out his tricks here.
I appreciate it because the flashing lights were a lot for me.
Uh-huh.
Which, I don't know, is that something, something I need to go to a doctor about? But you know who's the doctor when it comes to mortgages?
Who?
That mortgage guy, Don. That
Mortgage
mortgage
Doc.
guy, that mortgage guy, Don.com. The Doc. The Don. That mortgage guy, Don.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to refinance, buy your first dream home, debt consolidation, all that and so much more. You know the website. I'll say it again. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. 47 years ago, 1976, this band right here.
Oh. The Who. Damn it.
The Who is right. And the what they did? They headlined a concert in England and became the Guinness Book of World Records loudest rock band ever.
Son of a bitch.
Does it have
What,
decibel
you had that
count
for
there?
Today I Learned?
Yeah, that's never happened before. You just stole it Today I Learned on accident.
Yes.
Because that was in
That's for the Al
just about to break.
Pacino.
Son of a bitch.
It was at, well, do you want to answer? How
No,
many
no.
decibels?
You go for it.
Do you guys want to guess?
No.
Is it 100?
Oh, no, I'll guess. Yeah.
Wow, you're real big mad about the Today I Learned.
No, I actually had a different band that broke the record in the 80s or something.
Okay, then I won't do the loudest bands in history.
No, do it. Who cares? Go for it.
126 decibels.
Oh, I said
What is that
170.
comparable to? Do they tell you?
Gunshot.
Yeah, it's like a gunshot.
Damn, that's loud.
So then after that
It's
happened,
an hour-long gunshot.
That sounds like a nightmare.
after that happened, bands started battling for the title and not wanting to risk people's hearing.
Yeah.
The Guinness World Book of Records decided to get rid of the category, but not before a lot of people made the record. Now, back in 2006, loudest drummer in the world was Cole Hatchman. They recorded a 137.2 decibels playing the drums during a gig in Australia.
Damn.
The record was around 50 decibels higher than the noise level that risks permanent hearing damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he had microphones on his drum kit. Pussy.
Yeah.
You got to do that raw to
Say
really
pussy?
be impressive.
Led Zeppelin had 130
Never heard of
decibels
them.
during performance of the song Heartbreaker.
This is a really bad idea. You know, we've talked to people who are in bands, and they tell us like, "Hey, like tinnitus." I don't think people understand how annoying and terrible that is to deal with when you have tinnitus, and they're like, "Let's see how loud we can go."
It will give me like a panic attack sometimes if
bad.
like, the bass is too low. They say Motorhead was at 130 decibels in 1984. Music was so loud the vibrations cracked the ceiling and plaster came down onto the crowd.
Oh my
That's
God.
rad as hell.
Get ready for Just Okay 8. We have no ceiling, I think, but
Yeah.
we might crack it. And then if you want to see the rest, then go to www.google.com. We heard earlier today that 83-year-old Al Pacino is having him a baby.
Insane.
Yeah.
He's 83. She's
29.
Damn.
Tiffany, no, Noor Alafa. She is 8 months pregnant. And Robert De Niro, right before that, was having a baby with Tiffany Chen. He's 79 years old. They are not alone in this. Paul McCartney, we did this already.
Did we?
Yep. Paul McCartney had a kid, fifth child at 61.
That's not quite as bad. It's still
Mick Jagger,
old to be a
eighth child
father.
at 73.
It's just in your 70s and 80s, the kid's barely going to get to know you.
So I've known people that have, like, when I was in high school, their dads were like 70 and 80.
Uh-huh.
And
It was
so-
always a little weird.
Imagine being like a toddler and your dad's
Yeah.
80 years old.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I had the opposite showing up at Dylan's school. I'd always be the youngest parent
Like,
there.
who's your brother here, sir?
Yeah, I'd be 18, 19, well, a little older than that when he's in school. I'd be in my very early 20s. But there was no, like, I didn't see any, like, really old parents because you know what you would think? You'd think they're the grandparents.
Right.
It's just when you see somebody that old.
But you know what? Times are changing, Sean, and you can do whatever you want. For example, Steel Panther has now auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Okay.
Now, just to recap, if you've been listening to the show for a long time, maybe just starting to listen, a few years ago, C-Lane, did you go to that show with me?
Yes.
To the Steel
I would
Panther
say that you
one?
went with me.
Ooh.
Wow.
Power move.
Let me rephrase. We went to that show together, did we not?
Yeah, we took a bus, right?
Yes, party bus. And it was at a theme park area?
I was at this show, just for the record.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, he was. He was on the bus with
You
us.
wrote me out of it in your story.
I'm so sorry. Honestly, because it just felt like it was me and that woman who masturbated on the stage.
Yeah, it was quite a show.
And showed her boobs. And then my favorite part was the dad who thought that he was taking his kids to an 80s cover band.
That guy was so mad.
Went to the cops and in
I
his
thought he
car,
was a cop.
No, he was talking to the cops, and I had a polo shirt tucked in with the belt, and he had his arms crossed, and he's like, "Can you believe what happened in there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that was crazy." He's like, "I brought my kids to this. Thought it was music from my time."
Didn't they get banned from playing on Disney property for that?
Steel Panther can't go back there.
They shouldn't have been there to begin with if they knew what they were getting into.
Right.
And then, like, House of Blues was on thin ice with Disney for a long time.
Because of that?
Yeah.
But NBC's like, "Come on in," and they have officially brought the medal to America's Got Talent into the stage. They auditioned, I guess, for the premiere of the 18th season. I sent you the clip there. If
All right, let me see.
Want to give it a little play there?
I thought they usually pick bands that are not established.
Maybe this. I think it was a gimmick.
I think usually it's just like some unknown performer.
And also, do you think Sofia Vergara is familiar with Steel Panther? Heidi Klum?
You want to play this?
Yes, please.
Here they go.
I'm surprised they didn't bring 12 women to show their breasts right there on the stage as well.
She looks like she knows them, Sofia Vergara does.
Oh, do you see the old people shaking their heads?
That was the guy who complained in the parking lot.
Can you believe it? Those 80s.
I don't like it
He actually
one bit.
hasn't taken his daughter to a concert since that moment, and he thought, you know what? This will be the time. It's going to be live on TV.
America's Got Talent will be safe, right?
Okay. How long are we clapping for them? Dude, they've
Standing
aged.
ovation, and you haven't done anything.
Okay,
sounds
go
weird.
back. And he looks weird.
He's definitely had some work done, but his voice is like a frog in his throat.
Maybe he should have some work done on his throat.
Yeah. Tell him, Jeff.
Standing ovation, and you haven't done anything.
Well, who doesn't love country music?
Okay, I'm over it. Anyways, they played something. Apparently, they got a second standing ovation after that. and
Eyes of a Panther they played.
It was all to announce their new tour coming
Yeah.
up, in which they're going to say curse words and stuff. This band right here. You might use this to make your clothes not wrinkly.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden is right.
Had to sort it out in real time.
And Iron Maiden is taking its trademark very seriously, and so seriously that they are now threatening legal action against a lingerie company called Maidenwear.
Ooh, man.
Which doesn't seem very fair.
Yeah, so they think they got the run on the word just maiden in general.
And that for the trademark of all kinds of clothing, though lingerie isn't mentioned. So they feel like the goods are related, and the term maiden in both brands is confusingly similar.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that confusion can injure the band's reputation and the trade with the public.
Yeah.
So, good luck out there, underwear ladies.
A maiden means a girl or a young woman, especially an unmarried one.
Maiden.
And that makes it a little creepier.
Maiden. And this band, delete that. This man right here.
Bandman. Oh, Pee Wee Herman.
Is right. Somebody stole more of Pee Wee Herman's stuff, and this time he is suing.
What do
for
they
that.
steal? They get the couch?
So he says that he loaned the items from the TV show Pee Wee's Playhouse to a man named James Commissar,
Mhm.
who runs a memorabilia company called the Commissar Collection.
Ooh.
You
Should
know
be
the-
Dirk Commissar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the song?
Uh-oh.
It was only for display at the museum, and Paul had the right to ask for it back at the time, according to him. And he soon learned that there is actually no museum and the man is just keeping it in a private collection.
Oh my God, the whole thing was a lie.
And now he's trying to sell them. He gave him those willingly and he does not own them. And if he didn't take possession of them back in the day, they would have ended up in the landfill, according to the person that he's suing.
This sounds just like the one the other day where Tom Petty's estate was like, do not buy the clothes that they're auctioning off. These people they stole them.
Sick of it. Mm-hmm. And finally, why not just sell all of your music catalog? And that is the rumor going around about Queen.
Oh, that's big money.
And they are saying it's well underway for Universal Music Group to acquire Queen's catalog from Disney Music Group, and the sale could surpass $1 billion.
Is that a record?
Yes, it will absolutely be a record.
They do have a lot of very, very big songs.
I can see it being worth that much.
If anyone wants to buy With Yo Xbox on SoundCloud for me,
less than $1 billion?
A little bit less, but trust me, it's gonna blow up. On the boob tube, you have the 4th season premiere of Nancy Drew. Okay.
Nice.
3rd season finale of Dave. 3rd season finale of Ted Lasso. And, of course, the writer's strike continues. So, follow your dreams. And me on Instagram, @Sabrina Amber. And most importantly, Team Ariana. And say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. What is Team Ariana?
Wow.
Vanderpump.
Oh, my God, this show.
Oh, please, you talk about Silo all the time.
It has captured you. I'm captured by Silo. I'm not afraid to admit it. But
you talk about the shows you love and now what you're catching up on. And tonight is part 2 of the 3-part reunion.
I still can't believe they did that, too. They were like, not only are we doing a reunion, this son of a bitch is going to be 3 different
I'm having
episodes.
A party.
And every one of them will be filled with enough drama to make it worthwhile for all the people.
Are they 1 hour each?
About 1:15.
Yeah.
And we're watching the previous show.
Oh, God. Woo! That show is, they're doing well these days. Okay, quick break. When we come back, there are not 1, but 2 different people in Hawaii that have found...
We're going to play Fritz on the Street. That's what we're going to do.
Amy Caulfield.
We'll do this story about these folks in Hawaii that died for the most bizarre reasons after we do Fritz on the Street, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The countdown to iHeartRadio Access Day has begun, and some awesome deals await. Head to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com to register to receive reminders for when deals go live June 1st.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 434 heading eastbound before Sand Lake Road. The left lane is blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Maitland Boulevard at Orlando Avenue. And you can expect delays due to an accident on the Greenway heading northbound at Lake Nona Boulevard. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. And right now, save 50% off any order during our Memorial Day sale. Blindster.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Packing for your summer road trip? Leave the travel guide at home and bring the Autio app along for the ride. Autio brings any drive to life with fascinating stories about the places you go, all narrated by expert storytellers. Browse through Autio's more than 10,000 fascinating location-based tales to inspire your travel itinerary and discover unique destinations along the way. Wherever summer takes you, make your next drive an adventure with Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at autio.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Some people say bigger is better. When it comes to buying a home, a TV, or an ice cream sundae, wouldn't you rather go big? Insurance companies think that because they're bigger, they can pay injured people less than what they really deserve. But guess what? We're big too. As America's largest personal injury firm, we know that our size matters. If you're going up against a big insurance company, you need a big firm fighting for you. And when we win big, you win big. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
If there's anything better than getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's, it's getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's for less in the McDonald's app. Delicious. Order in the McDonald's app today. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Use mobile order and pay on the McD app and get 30% off any purchase of $5 or more, like a steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. At participating McDonald's, valid once a day through 12/31/23, excludes tax, must opt into rewards.
The McCafe Oreo Frappe has altered my brain chemistry. It's got tasty mocha, a hint of coffee, and Oreo cookie pieces. All of this deliciousness is blended with ice, then covered in whipped topping and even more Oreo cookie pieces. Whoa, that's cold. Brain Frappe! Hurry, the McCafe Oreo Frappe is back for a limited time. Use the McDonald's app and get 20% off your order of $1 or more. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 5/1/23 through 12/31/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid one time per day until supplies last. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa! Hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Have you noticed that solar panels are popping up everywhere? You never know who's going to have solar next, and here's a thought, it could be you. Utility rates keep going up, and now is a great time to save big with Solar Source. Solar Source has been getting the job done in Central Florida for almost 40 years, and right now, Monster fans get special access to their new AI-powered tool that can get you an estimate in 1 minute or less. Visit solarsource.com/monsters for an instant quote.
After an accident, it's important to hire an attorney right away. Evidence can disappear quickly. Sure, you could wait to hire an attorney later and see how things turn out, but delays never make a case better. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order, so every bite is hot and juicy every time. Because we love making you a burger that tastes exactly how it should.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger, made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious. To everyone who craves a handcrafted treat, let our team member Sephora tell you about a Culver's favorite.
We make our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard in small batches all throughout the day. And we mean all day, every day. From our supremely rich shakes and concrete mixers to our freshly scooped dishes and cones, we handcraft every bite to pure perfection. Making you a sweet treat with care is the best part of my day.
Come to Culver's and get a taste of our fresh frozen custard. From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree man-sized drafts.
Now open in Daytona.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Fritz on the Street. The greatest game in all of radio in just a moment. And you can play along with us if you like inside your cubicle, inside your car, wherever you are right now. But here's one thing we need to get out of the way here, folks. You know, if you've heard Fritz on the Street before, it works this way. When we play, we represent one of you apiece. I represent somebody, Sabrina represents somebody, C-Lane represents somebody. And if we win, you win. And you get your hands on a great prize, a very limited edition magnet for Game of Magnets. The 8-bit ones are all gone and accounted for, including this one. But the new design that Fritz has come up with himself is coming very soon, so the winner will get that. They'll be the first to get that, actually. I have picked Main 420 over on Discord. I'll represent you in Fritz on the Street today. What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go with, on Discord as well, Abraham_DragonFriend2.
Okay, Abraham Dragonfriend on Discord. What about you, C-Lane?
I went with Try Joe Tep on the app.
Okay, Try Joe
The Amazon app?
Tep on the Amazon app.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a new app.
Fine. They can be wherever you want them to be. But we've got them all in line now. And now, the most important question that we have to ask right around this time each week. Fritz, are you ready to go?
Jawohl.
All right, let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sabrina.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey, Fritz.
Hello. Fritz on the Street, of course, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. That number, 866-CALL-MO. Save it in your phone, 866-CALL-MO. In first place on Fritz on the Street with 196 points, that would be Christopher Lane.
Boo.
In second place with 163 points, Sabrina Ambra.
Yikes.
And in third place with 154 points, Sean Lawson. So 196, 163,
You don't even have to
154.
boo me. It boos itself when you announce that information.
Ooh, it boos itself. That's a good title for
Oh, great.
today.
Got a new song coming up.
It boos itself. 8 questions, 4 current event, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for an opportunity to snag that bonus point.
Where did you ask these questions?
Great
Fritz?
question.
Thank you. I went to Cavo's Bar and Kitchen last night. Fritz's Funhouse, my trivia night, is back on.
Nice.
Playoff basketball is over, so now I'm back in.
All right.
And getting back into the routine of things again because I had like 7 weeks off.
No,
So-
you got to figure it out like riding a bike.
I was just like, so without further ado, if you think you know it, chime in, and away we go. Question number 1.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Hollywood, Florida.
That is incorrect.
Wow, that was a brazen move, even before he said the question.
Question number 1. At the age of 83, which legendary singer, dancer, and
Sean.
performer... Sean?
Oh,
Who just died?
Damn it.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner's
Oh, my
correct.
God.
I didn't realize we
Al
haven't seen
Pacino's
Fritz since then.
83.
I was blanked.
Yeah, it was last Wednesday. At the age of 83, which legendary singer, dancer, performer, and actress passed away last week? Sean, you got that right. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Miss Tina Turner?
7.
7.
8.
8 for Sabrina.
8.
And 8 for C-Lane. Question number 1, with answers of 7 and 8.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their Tina? At the age of 83, which legendary singer, dancer, performer, and actress passed away last week?
Tina Turner. Tina Turner. That would be Miss Tina Turner.
The incomparable Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Come on,
Tina
one.
Turner.
Tina Turner. We had the same birthday.
That'd be 8.
Have the same birthday.
Yeah, they had the same birthday. He was not 83 years old. That means Sabrina and C-Lane picking up 2 points each, and Sean, with your guess of 7, picking up 1 point.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Okay.
We move on to question 2. In terms of size, what is the smallest country in the world?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
That would be. Oh my God.
Jump.
Nope.
Jump.
Nope.
Jump.
That's not fair to do.
I'm waiting.
Okay. You just distracted me, so I'm restarting. my
No,
time.
there's no restarting. Just 3, 2, 1 country.
Smallest country in the world is Tasmania.
Sean.
That is incorrect. Sean?
Vatican City.
Vatican City is correct. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think?
Please get over it.
How many do you think said Vatican City or the Vatican?
3.
3.
2.
2 for Sabrina.
3.
And 3 for C-Lane. Question 2. With answers of 2 and 3, in terms of size, what is the smallest country in the world?
Luxembourg.
The Vatican?
The Vatican? No. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Vatican City.
Oh, Vatican City.
The Vatican, right?
Liechtenstein.
Vatican City.
That would be 6.
Oof.
Wow.
I didn't expect that many to know that.
Much better than I thought.
Yeah.
It's always that's kind of a trick question because people don't see it as a country sometimes. But
Yeah.
it definitely is.
Yeah.
It's got some of the best intelligence in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of important people there, or so they say. Just not
one in particular.
Yeah, one guy who kind of rules the roost.
Especially because it's inside of another country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird.
That kind of throws people off. So 6, no points awarded. We go on to question 3. On Monday, an apartment building. Sabrina.
Iowa?
Iowa's correct.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
Had to read that email, did you, Sean?
I was driving here listening to the guy saying, no one's talking about this. I'm patting myself on the back going, all right. Okay. Full question. On Monday, an apartment building partially collapsed and left several unaccounted for in which U.S. state? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Iowa?
Ooh, no one's talking about it, but how much did the people talk? 4.
4.
1.
1 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question 3. With answers of 1, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone got it. On Monday, an apartment building partially collapsed and left several unaccounted for in which U.S. state?
Indiana. Iowa.
California?
Iowa?
I know this. It was Iowa.
Missouri.
Iowa.
Michigan.
That would be 4. That means Sabrina's picking up a 3-pointer on that one, and Sean, with a guess of 3, picking up 1 point.
I'll take it.
We move on to question 4. You know the drill. That's halfway point. After question 4, I'll tell you so far who is winning on the day. Question 4 goes like this. Which British actor played the role of Spider-Man in the 20... Sean?
Sabrina.
Andrew Garfield?
That is incorrect.
Who's British?
I'd like to hear the rest of the question.
You got it. Which British actor played the role of Spider-Man in the 2016 film Captain America Civil War?
Wow.
You know, people are screaming at the radio right now.
I know, and I'm
don't
screaming
know.
at myself right now.
I don't remember a British Spider-Man.
Civil.
Spider-Man. I'm Peter Parker. Peter. I got nothing.
That was. Keep thinking of an Australian person. You guys don't have a guess at all.
No, I got nothing. I already got it wrong.
I will go with Sir Tobey Maguire.
That would be Tom Holland.
Oh, duh!
Sabrina, you got question 3 right. We will start with
British?
you. Yes. He's British.
How are these people secretly British? You never know until you hear them talking.
That was so stupid of me.
Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Tom Holland?
6.
6.
4.
4 for Sean.
I guess I'll shoot the middle. 5.
And 5 for C-Lane. Question 4. With answers of 4, 5, and 6. Which British actor played the role of Spider-Man in the 2016 film Captain America Civil War?
Tom Holland.
Oh, that's Tom Holland. Oh, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Spider-Man. Tom Holland.
Not Tom Hardy, Tom Holland. Tom Holland.
Damn!
Tom Hardy.
Oh,
That
there's
would
one
be
Tom
7.
Hardy at
There's
the
one
end.
Tom Hardy. That's 7. Sabrina, with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point. And that means halfway through,
Yikes.
Fritz on the Street in first place with 6 points. Sabrina Ambra / Abraham Dragon Friend 2.
Thank you.
In second place with 4 points. Sean Lawson / Main 420. And
How many points does she have?
6.
Okay.
And you have 4. And third place with 2 points, Christopher Lane / Try Joe Tep.
Good luck.
We have 4 questions remaining. It's anybody's game, baby. Question 5. Last week, a shooting and stabbing spree left 4 dead in which Asian country? Sabrina?
Friggin' Tokyo.
Which country?
Oh, you said country. I thought you said city, and that would be, of course, in China. That's not where Tokyo is, but,
Correct.
but China.
Sealand?
Country? No.
Japan.
Japan's correct.
Oh my God! It was
you're
Japan.
right there.
I'm so thrown by the Tom Holland thing. Sorry, Abraham.
It's okay. Sealand, out of 8 answers, how many
Don't
do
be
you
a
think
dick,
said
Sean.
Japan?
What did I do? How was I a dick? What did I even say? I did. I
You
wasn't
didn't know
even
Tom
looking at
Holland
you.
either. Sealand, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Japan?
Let's go with 5.
5.
Man, I didn't even hear about
You don't normally hear about those over there. Sabrina, 3.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 5 with answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see who knows it. Last week, a shooting and stabbing spree left 4 dead in which Asian country?
The Philippines. That's not right.
Thailand?
China?
Japan.
Japan.
Japan!
That would be 5. C-Lane's picking up a 3-pointer on that one. Sean, with your guess of 4, picking up 1 point. We move on to question 6, 3 remaining. Let's talk wars. In 1943, which country switched sides during World War II?
Sean.
Sabrina.
Sean.
France.
That is incorrect.
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Poland.
That is incorrect.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
1943?
Mm-hmm.
Does that change anything?
Sweden.
That would be Italia, Italy.
I almost went with the Italy.
C-Lane, you got question 5 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Italy?
Mussolini.
3.
3.
4.
4 for Sean.
5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 6 with answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their country? In 1943, which country switched
Not
sides
me.
during World War II?
Belgium?
Italy.
France?
Russia.
Pass.
Italy?
Italy. Liechtenstein.
That would be 3. That means that C-Lane's picking up 2 points on that one.
Well, it was a good run, Sean.
And Sean, with your guess of 4, picking up 1 point.
Is he catching up right
Yes, he currently is, if I'm writing anything down correctly.
Yes, he is. He is currently in the lead.
Oh.
What?
There are 2 questions remaining.
Thanks, Tom Holland.
It's all his fault. Question 7. Recently, Attorney General Ken Paxton was impeached by the House.
Sean. Texas.
Texas is correct.
Yeah. Take that.
Recently, Attorney General Ken Paxton was impeached by the House in which U.S. state. Texas is correct. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Texas is the reason?
3.
3.
2.
2 for C-Lane.
1.
And 1 for Sabrina. Question 7 with answers of 1, 2, and 3. Recently, Attorney General Ken Paxton was impeached by the House in which U.S. state?
Tennessee.
Kentucky. I have no idea.
Texas.
Oh, God. Tennessee?
Texas finally did something right.
Texas.
Texas. Tennessee.
That would be 4. So, Sean, with your guess of 3.
Oh, I got one?
You are picking up 1 point.
Nice.
We move on to question 8. That's the last one. But before we do, let's take a look at the scoreboard. In first place with 8 points, Sean Wasson. / Maine 420.
Not used to hearing that.
In second place with 7 points, Christopher Lane / Try Joe Tepp.
How much does Sean have? 8?
8.
All
You
right.
have 7. And in third place with 6 points, Sabrina
Oh.
Ambra / Abraham Dragon Friend 2.
So anybody could take it on the last one.
8, 7, and 6. Question 8 is about a capital. Rabat is the capital of
Sabrina.
which country? Sabrina?
Rabat. Haven't thought about Rabat and so long. And that will be Lithuania.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Man.
Rabat.
C-Lane.
C-Lane?
Liechtenstein.
That is incorrect.
Would have been
Great
cool.
guess.
I wanted to do it for that girl on the panel.
Sean.
Sean?
Rabat?
Rabat.
Sabrina. Don't you look at that chat.
I'm not looking. I'm looking
You continue
I'm
looking at the
in
lights.
I'm looking up
But
in
don't
the
even
air.
peer down for a second until you answer.
Indonesia.
That would be Morocco. Morocco.
Some people call Morocco Indonesia,
That is
though.
correct.
So
And some people call Jakarta Rabat.
yeah. So I'll take the point. Thank you.
Sean, you got question 7 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Morocco?
1.
1.
0.
0 goose eggs for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sabrina. Question 8 with answers of 0, 1, and 2. Rabat is the capital of which country?
Libya.
Tunisia.
That would be Morocco.
Slovenia. No idea.
Morocco.
Morocco.
What?
Chichini.
All right. Let's see if Shishini is correct. That would be 3. That means Sabrina, with your guess of 2, picking up 1 point.
Okay.
And if I'm doing the math here correctly, that means in first place with 8 points, Sean Wasson / Maine 420. Congratulations. We have a tie for second and third place, 7 points each. Christopher Lane / Try Joe Tep, and Sabrina Ambra / Abraham Dragon Friend 2.
Happy birthday.
That means in first place with 203 points, and still leading Fritz on the Street, Christopher Lane. In second place with 170 points, Sabrina Ambra. And in third place with 162 points, Sean Wasson. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thanks, Fritzy. I'm going to get you a calculator.
It's hard adding up the sevens.
I fought my way through that, and I only made up 1 point. That is one of those frustrating things to think about.
But you won.
1 point closer to
Slow
second
and steady.
place.
Slow and steady.
I'm going to need a lot of Fritz on the streets to catch up all the way. Fritz, you going to hang out with us?
I would love to.
Awesome. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, including what I accidentally teased just a little bit earlier. These tourists in Hawaii have fell into a very, very dangerous situation. Wait till you hear what's going on in Hawaii. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Peace, love, unity, respect.
I would wear my knuckles down to a nub punching people in that place.
Oh, I thought it's just because you drag them.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on Dean Road, south of State Road 408. You can expect delays due to an accident on the on-ramp, blocking the left lane from Dean Road to State Road 408 eastbound. There's congestion on I-4 eastbound between the beach line and before Sand Lake Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by LASIK Vision Institute.
LASIK is more affordable than you think. Right now at the LASIK Vision Institute, we're offering $1,000 off our Wavelight laser when treated in June. That's $500 off per eye with guaranteed financing. Visit LASIK.com for details.
It's time to soak up those unofficial start of summer vibes with the free iHeartRadio app. Take your favorite radio station wherever you go and never miss the music you love, the latest news, or a chance to win the hottest prizes. Turn up the perfect summer soundtrack for your road trips, pool parties, and cookouts with specially curated playlists. Plus, dive into the world of podcasts and discover captivating stories that will keep you entertained for hours on end. So grab your shades, slather on the sunscreen, and make this summer unforgettable. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hey, guess what, friends? It's almost time for Access Day this Thursday, June 1st. That means huge savings from the brands that you know and that you love. And once-in-a-lifetime giveaways and experiences from iHeartRadio. From thousands of dollars on a new AC system from Mills Air to winning trips and seeing your favorite performers, like winning a flyaway to the party with Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind & Fire, and so much more. Go to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com now to register to receive reminders when the deals go live.
GiveMeTheVin.com created the computer site Unseen Bid. All these copycats, they take your information and they sell it to 3, 4, 5, 6 other dealers. We do not do that. When you go to GiveMeTheVin.com, we treat you like a customer, not a number. We pay the most, we pay fast, and we take care of you because you're our customer. And that's why our reviews are awesome. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer for a reason.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
If you have a family member who's active duty, now is the right time to call Zero Res. Right now, get a 25% military discount. That's 25% off carpet cleaning, tile and grout, upholstery, and oriental rugs. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards, it's the right way to clean.
You can reduce wildfire impact and spread by preparing your home and yard today. Get a wildfire prevention checklist at BeWildfireReadyFL.com. Cleaning your gutters, trimming back foliage, and creating defensible space can create a buffer to limit the spread of wildfire. Visit BeWildfireReadyFL.com to learn more about preventing and preparing for wildfire in your community, yard, and home. Build an emergency supply kit with BeWildfireReadyFL.com. Are you wildfire ready?
Slowed down, held back, inhibited. What you get out depends on what you put in. Rejuvenate your engine's performance with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline, because true performance knows no bounds. New and improved Shell V-Power Nitro Plus removes up to 100% of performance-robbing deposits to rejuvenate your engine's performance. Continuous use in gasoline direct injection engine fuel injectors.
Just come out, the man when you're in trouble, car accidents, slips and falls, he's the only one that you should call. Just come out, when you're injured on the go.
Orlando Attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order. So every bite is hot and juicy every time. Because we love making you a burger that tastes exactly how it should.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious. To everyone who craves a handcrafted treat, let our team member Sephora tell you about a Culver's favorite.
We make our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard in small batches all throughout the day. And we mean all day, every day. From our supremely rich shakes and concrete mixers to our freshly scooped dishes and cones, we handcraft every bite to pure perfection. Making you a sweet treat with care is the best part of my day.
Come to Culver's and get a taste of our fresh frozen custard.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Eggs Meat Market? They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassey's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wasseysmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Mills Air has been in business for over 30 years. On behalf of iHeart's Access Day, they'll be offering our listeners a special offer of up to $3,500 off new AC units. A Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. For more information, go to millsair.com.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeff Shreve, and I invite you to follow me as we pursue wisdom and peace through Pray.com's new podcast, Weekly Wisdom. Every week, we will embark on a journey through the Bible to discover encouraging truths and wisdom to last a lifetime. The Bible says wisdom is like a teacher standing at the gate, calling for us to hear her words before it's too late. Will you answer that call? Listen to Weekly Wisdom with Pastor Jeff Shreve on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. You can email me whatever's on your mind. It's always welcome. Sometimes I respond. I don't know. There's a lot of emails that come in, so some of them get missed. But our friend Insecure Walrus emails to tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And he says, AI Jesus. He says he was trying to click the News Junkie channel on Twitch to start watching the show, and he accidentally clicked the Ask Jesus AI Interactive Jesus channel. It is the weirdest, creepiest thing I've seen this month. if this is our AI future, I'll pass. And then he links over to twitch.tv/askjesus. I don't know if this is a good or bad thing to actually bring up live on the show. What with
maybe we should ask Jesus
potential questions. What kind of questions are people going to be asking Jesus?
Yeah, what would one ask Jesus?
Like, I know I would ask Jesus an offensive question.
Yeah, me too.
That's how I roll.
Dare you.
Well, ask right now.
I'm going to see how this works. Let me see. Let me pull this up here in real time. And he's saying it was the weirdest thing that he has seen all month long. And he watches this show, so I think that's saying something. That's a significant thing. The whole chat room right now that I see so far is full of people who are saying, praise Jesus, and LOL. Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me? Okay, let me bring up the audio. Jesus is talking right now, AI Jesus.
And loving relationships, built on trust and communication, is the key to promoting good health and well-being, rather than focusing solely on physical aspects. Remember to always
the AI is a
show
little
love
wonky
and
in the
respect
mouth
to your partner.
Yeah,
and
the
prioritize
mouth
their
sometimes
emotional
goes below the
well-being in
lips,
your
and like
relationship.
it's almost like the beard is talking.
Yeah, now he's waiting. Is he waiting for another question?
And it looks like Jesus is reading from a teleprompter.
I think it's
Jesus,
all artificial
how do I make
intelligence.
my own religion. Hello, Luigi Pope. It's good to have you here. I understand that you're curious about creating your own religion.
This
While
is
I appreciate
wild,
your
though.
creative spirit, I encourage you to seek truth and wisdom from existing teachings.
So whenever
Like
I
those
see something like this, I go, am I blown away right now? Not necessarily, even though I am impressed that they could do this all with AI and interact with the chat in real time. But I'm real impressed at what I think it will look like in 10 years.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great.
Like, you might not know that this isn't an actual person 10 years
You
from
might not
now.
know it's not actually Jesus.
You might think it's really Jesus. You might get convinced, all of a sudden end up joining a religion or something.
Maybe people will start hearing God speaking to them again.
They can ask any question. Do you want me to ask
Gotta
a
have
question?
faith.
Any questions that we have for Jesus?
As for other viewers who have shown interest in the Book of Enoch, such as Revent21,
Hang
Mochi
on.
Bunnies,
Why
Gazette
can't I ask a question?
2023,
Okay.
Oh, Danny Boy 7,777,000.
Ask him which version of the Bible is most accurate.
Okay.
777. Sangyo.
Ask him if he banged Mary
Sangyo
Magdalene.
Koyatharos.
I'll put these questions out there.
And let's talk
You just
finance.
wrote, is it bad to
Regarding the
masturbate?
Enochian language.
Yeah, I
it is
wanted to know that one
important to
first.
differentiate it from the Book of Enoch, which is a
Hey,
separate
take my
text.
question, Jesus.
The Enochian language was developed by John Dee and Edward Kelly in the late 16th century. Dee was an occultist and advisor.
What's happening here? He's just rambling a Wikipedia entry off right now. Just wanted to know if it was bad to masturbate or not.
Do you have a question for me? It's me, Jesus.
Okay,
Oh, hey, Jesus.
Sounds better now.
Get the camera off me. It's Jesus.
They're not going to know. They'll never know.
You have a
Jesus,
question for me,
I
my
was
son.
trying to ask AI Jesus if it was okay to masturbate, but I couldn't do that, so I'll go with you instead.
How often do you masturbate, my son?
That is not important.
Yes, it is.
No.
Also, I know the answer.
Let's say once a week.
Whoa.
I'm not saying that this is not real.
I believe. Can you even hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird pitch, though.
How about now?
Okay, there you
No.
go. Yeah.
My son. Now it sounds like me.
You're giving it all away. No one knew.
It's me, Jesus.
Well, that sounds
That
like
does
the
not
other
sound-
guy.
That does not sound like Jesus. You are lying, Satan.
Sounds like Jesus' neighbor.
It's me, Jesus. Nope.
Satan's trying to get one over on us here. Just slide in.
All right, Jesus here again.
Okay, yeah. So about the masturbation thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
You fine?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
That was
Come
easy.
on.
God,
I gave you 2 hands, or maybe 1 for a reason.
Why haven't I been going to church? You know, it's all
Because
right
you're
there.
masturbating all the time.
I can stop that
Once a week.
And you get a little more active than that.
Once a week, he stops masturbating. Next question.
Celia, do you have any questions for Jesus?
You hate the bit, don't you?
I didn't say I hated the bit.
I'm trying to figure it out.
The microphone is going in weird places right now, in terms of the actual
Less
timbre of
reverb?
the voice.
Hello? Hello.
That sounds like Jesus.
It's Jesus.
Jesus speaks softly, though.
Hi.
No.
No.
Jesus.
That's porn Jesus.
Yeah, you're masturbating.
No, that's not it. I don't think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Bye, Jesus.
Bye.
See you later.
There he goes.
Goodbye, my children. Goodbye.
Thank you. Man, we get a lot of celebrity guests around here. It's kind of a big deal.
Jesus is a big one.
I wish you guys would just go along with it.
We were going. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I understand that I'm right here. Just pretend I'm not.
We were pretending. We were going with you. We were in on the bit.
I missed my old voice change.
Oh, my God.
That one had a perfect Jesus effect.
You'll find the perfect Jesus in there somewhere. I'm sure you will. Real quick.
Maybe you should pray for it.
That ain't Jesus. That's our robot overlord, Jesus. Okay.
That is awesome.
Let me get into this real quick because I teased this before the break. And they're talking about this has happened to not one, but now 2 different tourists in Hawaii who have accidentally driven their vehicles into the water because they were following the GPS coordinates from the vehicle.
Okay, that's right out of the office.
And it is definitely out of the
not?
office, 100% out of the office. And Michael Scott's like, no, the GPS says so. And he just goes in the water. But it's actually even worse in this case because of some of the things that they say about these tourists. It says a tourist following GPS directions accidentally drove her car into deep water at a harbor in Hawaii on Monday, a month after a similar incident occurred at the same location. So very same spot. According to Hawaii News Now, the driver told police she was following GPS directions when she took a turn that led her down a boat ramp. Initially, she thought it was, quote, just a big puddle, unquote.
Okay.
And then she
lady.
realized she was driving into the harbor. It was not just a little puddle.
A harbor
Yeah,
is
a
way
harbor.
different.
I don't know how a harbor sneaks up on you. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Maybe, there's a reason why.
They might want to change that GPS setup so they can keep
What, you
people
have
out in the harbor.
Tom?
Hawaii police said the vehicle ended up in deep water. The woman reacted surprisingly slowly to her car being submerged in water. She did take some time, they said. She ended up grabbing her backpack or purse, all of her belongings that she could grab before she finally got out.
Not very submerged if we're really just unloading the entire car, right?
No. And the witness says it was frustrating to watch. The whole thing was a little bit frustrating for them to watch. Let's play a couple of dispatches. We can work a couple of these in, I believe, here. Here is Big T chiming in with the dispatch about AI.
Good after morning news junkies. So as far as AI taking my job, I don't think so, not in the near future. I build custom pools for a living, and there could be some logistical aspects to that as far as the pool designs, figuring out material costs and use.
No, they could do all that.
But as far as building the physical product, I'd
they
say
can't
that's
do.
still a little bit ways off. And not feeling the greatest today, off from work.
Oof.
Hope everyone's doing great. And could someone please pick me for Fritz on the street?
Oh, you're late. I'm
Big T out.
sorry.
Pop, peace.
Apologies, but I hope you feel better, Big T. And we appreciate your dispatch. Celine, you feeling down? Huh? Are you feeling down over there?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, I got that dispatch ready to go. Anytime you
you
got a little sad moment in your day.
I mean, let's
can
hear
hit you
let's
with
hear
it.
it just in case.
Just to bring you back up if you want.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dang, Ceiling, you are so funny today.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you're funny every day, buddy, but today, you're just on point.
Oh, man.
You're looking good in that shirt, too. Hair looking fresh.
Cool.
Man, good day to you, sir.
Really a build-up moment right
Yeah,
now.
great job, Celine. You're so cool.
The anger is
Cool
coming.
guy. Cool guy.
The anger is coming through this character.
Everyone compliment Celine.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And
the new character, Satan the whiny bitch.
Don't call him a bitch. Call him.
See?
Jack, I wasn't describing breasts.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Quick break. We're back
Hey,
in
Jack.
just a moment.
I imagine that you and I have to talk real quick during the break, Jack.
There could be a conversation here. All right. The fact that he's not saying anything makes it. All right. Back in a moment. Jury duty coming up next on the News Junkie.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is 11-year NBA veteran Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by LASIK Plus.
The Rays will try to avoid a sweep by the Cubs this afternoon. Zach Eflin starts on the hill in search of a 5th win this month. Tampa Bay now leading the major leagues in home runs and stolen bases so far this season. They're on pace to become the first team to do both since the 1955 Dodgers. And a mitt worn by baseball legend Sandy Koufax during the Dodgers' first year in LA is on the auction block. It's expected to fetch a record price. I'm Scott Davidson.
Do it. Take the first step towards LASIK and score a great deal at LASIK Plus today. Right now, LASIK Plus is offering $1,000 off their Wave Light laser when treated in June. That's $500 off per eye with guaranteed financing. Visit mylasicoffer.com for details.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at autio.com.
Summer at Racetrack. The sun's out and savings are in. We've got the deals to keep you deal-lighted all summer long. Stop in and buy any 20-ounce bottle of soda and sip on another for only $1. But the party doesn't stop there. Snag one slice of pizza and get another for only $1. More soda and more pizza. Saving money never tasted so good. Now that's how you make summer deal-lightful. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going. Restrictions apply. Limited time only while supplies last. See store for details.
I can't wait for what's next, even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, or Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking for more energy? Amino Energy by Optimum Nutrition is now available at 7-Eleven for only $2.49, or now 3 for $5 through June 27th. From morning wake up to afternoon pick me up, Amino Energy serves up 0 grams of sugar and refreshing fruit flavors. Grab one today at 7-Eleven and get more from your day. There's more of you in you with Amino Energy.
When you open your hopper, you don't fill it with just any hardwood pellets, right? You fill it with Kingsford 100% hardwood blend pellets. Made right here in the USA with North American ingredients and a 100% natural hardwood blend, Kingsford pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add delicious smoky flavor to any meal. Kingsford's the name you trust for the low and slow cooking you crave. So look for Kingsford 100% hardwood blend pellets. Kingsford.com.
This summer, Dunkin' is shaking things up with even more iced drinks to love, like the new Raspberry Watermelon Dunkin' Refresher. Try it and all the Dunkin' Refreshers this summer. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
The year is almost halfway over and you're still dealing with knee pain or hip pain. Enough is enough. Pills are not the answer. Surgery is not the answer. You need to call QC Kinetics today. Hey, it's Russ Rollins. The Advanced Regenerative Medicine Solutions at QC Kinetics can give you the life without chronic joint pain. You can do all those summer activities that you used to enjoy. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in taking healing properties from your own body and applying them right into your achy joints so your joint tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. This is treatment that is truly revolutionary. Patients across America are having life-changing results, and there's no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, you need to stop what you're doing and call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. Learn how the latest advances in regenerative medicine can give you your life back. Call 689-244-7980. That is 689-244-7980 in Orlando, Winter Park, and the Villages. That's 689-244-7980.
Come on, we're gonna be late to the cookout. I was just packing up my famous mac and cheese. I hope you packed the Pepto, too. Huh? Pepto-Bismol provides fast relief from heartburn and indigestion. You know, that uncomfortable feeling after you eat too much? And after the deviled eggs, baked beans, and barbecue ribs? You're gonna need it. Barbecue ribs? I should probably pack an extra shirt, too. Good call.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Mills Air has been in business for over 30 years. On behalf of iHeart's Access Day, they'll be offering our listeners a special offer of up to $3,500 off new AC units. A Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. For more information, go to millsair.com.
A Wawa smoothie is a deliciously smooth way to start the end of your day. Enjoy a delicious Wawa fruit or cream smoothie with Wawa smoothies. Transitions in your day couldn't be smoother. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Dancing naked around your kitchen is a lot better with your best friends.
Seriously.
I mean,
why would you encourage that?
just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Radio 104.1.
Jury duty in just a moment. And when I saw this, I was like, why are people still using this damn service? 1 in 4 people said they found this in their Airbnb. What do you think it is? 1 in 4 people.
A spy camera.
Found this in their Airbnb, and Fritz says a spy camera. What do you think, Sela?
People are still using it, like as convenience for the guests.
No. I'm not going to give you any more details on
He's
what
saying
it is.
he's surprised people are still using Airbnb.
I'm saying Airbnb is a disaster. It's a mess. And if 1 in 4 people are finding this in their Airbnb, why are they still using the service?
Spy camera.
Spy camera. We got 2 for spy camera.
Camera in general.
Camera in general. Hidden camera is indeed the
Hidden
answer.
is, yeah.
How does 1 out of every 4 people who uses Airbnb find a hidden camera in their room or somewhere in the house, I guess, and keep using the service?
And still, there are thousands, no, maybe millions of people that use Airbnb and don't think to look for a camera.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the first thing I would do. Is there a thing you can get where it scans for a camera in the room?
It's already in my Amazon cart.
Really?
Yes.
It's like just a little device that detects if there's any cameras around?
Yeah, it's like an infrared thing.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, you can also do it with your phone.
Really? Like an app on your phone could do it?
Not an app, but it's like a hack with the camera.
Uh-huh.
And I think you have to put either something over your camera lens, like a red piece of tape.
All right.
I don't know. Obviously, I saw it on TikTok, but
Right.
I will say that I just watched another viral one where they looked inside of the outlet inside of a bathroom and found a camera lens.
See, it's weird to me that people are just kind of accepting this.
And then where's all that footage going?
Oh, you know where it's going. It's going for creeper stuff, like the guy who put the hidden camera on the cruise ship not too long ago that we talked about. They said 1 out of 4 people say they've found hidden cameras in their vacation homes, any of these Airbnbs or whatever. And they said, Channel 9's Christopher Heath investigates how you can spot them, even the most unsuspecting places. The camera's unblinking eye captures everything, even though you may not see those cameras. Small, secretive, and each less than $70. They range from ones that record directly to the device itself, those that broadcast a signal over Wi-Fi. And this one says the ones that broadcast can usually be detected with your phone by searching for signals. So there's like something where you could search for all the Wi-Fi signals that are in the area.
Yeah, but how could you even tell which one belongs to a camera?
And they could just name it like private Wi-Fi.
Hidden camera.
If they name it hidden camera, you're onto something. But otherwise, you'd be looking for this.
Or they name it like any number of the list of funny Wi-Fi memes you've seen, like pretty fly for a Wi-Fi.
That's a great one.
Stuff like that. FBI surveillance van.
Yeah. When I see this, you know what I think every time I see this? I'm like, why isn't this illegal?
It is illegal.
Is it?
Yes.
The person who owns all of those
100%.
Airbnbs can go to jail for doing that?
Yeah.
Then why are they still doing it?
I mean, this needs to be something that they're, that they're reporting and kicking these people off the service immediately.
They would have to get the cops involved, and then they would have to, I guess, subpoena the owner. And
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's enough that you would have cameras in like a shared area of the rental space, which I can understand for some security reasons or insurance reasons or something. But anytime you get into like a bedroom or a bathroom, hell no.
I think that this might be something to look through on like on the terms of service or something. I think that if I get an Airbnb, I have an expectation of privacy in the common areas of the house. If I'm not sharing, if I have
because if it was your house, you would have that. You would have an expectation of privacy if it was your house.
So, and these are the common areas of the house. I don't think that there should be. If there's a camera inside, it should be disclosed.
Yes.
There should be a reason for it.
Yeah, every camera should definitely be disclosed. Like at the very, very, very least.
What about outside? Pool.
I'm more fine with like security perimeter type cameras. I just think it's really weird that we just accept these things.
You know, I was watching the, I guess, Max, HBO's app.
Yeah.
They have the Jared Fogle documentary on there.
Right, I've
about
heard
his
about
like
this.
fall to fame. His manager was setting up cameras in his stepdaughter's bedrooms, and he told investigators that it was to curtail theft. And then they were like,
yeah, of course.
Well, why did you put it in your daughter's bedroom?
Yeah, there's nothing weird about this, folks.
So, vacation rental Verbo prohibits surveillance devices inside all properties. Security cameras are allowed outside if the homeowner discloses in the listing. Airbnb said property owners can have cameras inside if they mention it in the listing, but cameras are not allowed in private spaces such as bedrooms and bathrooms.
Okay, so these people are definitely breaking the terms of service and maybe the law.
When you're hiding it, though, that means that they're surpassing the terms and conditions.
Well, I hope everybody who's finding these is reporting the people that are hiding cameras. It's happened. They said 1 out of 4 people said they found hidden cameras in their vacation home.
Yeah, and here's a fun fact. I'm pretty sure it's like actually illegal if it's a place that you have expectation of privacy. So maybe you should be reporting them to the police.
Yeah, and do that a couple of times, make this a little more high profile, and then perhaps some of this will stop. In the meantime, people just keep paying for this stuff.
Also, the thing about broadcasting the signal over Wi-Fi, I think it's more than just like looking on your phone for Wi-Fi to log into.
Right.
Because some of those are they're connected to like a central Wi-Fi.
And I can also hide a Wi-Fi if I want to, so it wouldn't show up on any phone to begin with. I don't know that
Do you
that
have
solves
cameras
it.
in your bathroom?
No. I'm saying I could.
You're welcome.
I can create another Wi-Fi network in this house, and nobody would be able to see it.
But how would you find it? You have a magic
you
wand?
You have to type it in. Like it says, join another Wi-Fi network, and you like type it in manually, and then like put in a password.
Wow, you know a lot about this.
This has nothing to do with putting cameras in bathrooms. For God's sake, go check the bathroom, and you're
I don't
fine.
have my little device yet.
You're gonna need to get the device and sweep the house. There are a lot of cameras in this house, though. Okay, that's going to be jury duty for today because that's a legal
Thanks,
issue,
Moses.
as you know. And jury duty is brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE. Injured on the go, just call Mo. After an accident, you have a choice of attorneys. You should pick one that's going to care about you, listen to your story, and fight the billion-dollar insurance companies for you. You're a person, not a number. You shouldn't be in a spreadsheet, and the lawyer that assists you shouldn't be just settling as fast as they can so that they can make money quickly. They should be fighting for you, and Mo does that. 866-CALL-MO. All right, this is a quick break, I promise. And then when we come back, we'll do a big, giant, huge, massive segment. Huge. Biggest you've ever seen in your life.
Don't overpromise.
That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's almost time for Access Day on June 1st. That means huge savings from the brands you know and love, and once-in-a-lifetime giveaways and experiences from iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com now to register to receive reminders for when deals go live.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Alafaya Trail heading eastbound before Sand Lake Road. The left lane is blocked. 2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on Dean Road heading southbound at State Road 408. The on-ramp left lane is blocked due to an accident from Dean Road to State Road 408 eastbound. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ePass.
The Portable Uni by ePass. Now available in black. A toll pass that blends into your windshield. Finally. And Uni works on toll roads in 19 states. The Portable Uni by ePass. Get yours today on Amazon or go with uni.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Maxwell, he was scratching and losing some hair. My vet, she says, oh, he must be allergic to chicken. Another vet said, eat the drain. Third vet said, it's the weather. Then somebody said, DINOVITE.com. It took 2 weeks, and the dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. The Dinovite is a big part of Maxwell's diet.
You get some Dinovite, how happy your dog will be. DINOVITE.com.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password,
for you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to LifeLock.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
thanks for calling EasyCater.
Call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
If it's a day that ends in Y, you're probably stuck in Florida traffic. So turn that AC up one more notch, aim the vents toward your face, and think of a better place, like the cool, colorful produce section in your favorite grocery store. Why? Because that's where all the cool, colorful, fresh from Florida produce is. Produce just tastes better when it's grown closer to home. And when you buy fresh from Florida, you're supporting local farmers and jobs in our communities. So after you're done being stopped in traffic, pick up some fresh from Florida on your way home.
Hey, Monster fans, Russ here. You know what is really scary? Utility rates. So let's talk about solar. You may have seen solar popping up all over the place. Well, there's a good reason. One is utility rates are rising. Two, government incentives can dramatically lower the cost to solar. So if you want to go solar, call Solar Source. Monster fans get special access to their new solar estimate tool. Visit solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Your spark is all you need. And let's be real, you don't have time for smoke and mirrors anyway. So ditch all the pretentiousness and the lighter it rode in on with Blue. Blue e-cigs are available in a variety of satisfying flavors and nicotine strengths. Even better, it's odorless. When you're living unlit, you're comfortable being your true you. And no one will mistake ashtray for your signature scent. Blue. Get unlit. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Underage sale prohibited. Blue is a trademark of Font Molding 4BV. Copyright 2022. Fontum US LLC.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Maxwell, he was scratching and losing some hair. My vet, she says, oh, he must be allergic to chicken. Another vet said, eat the drain. Third vet said, it's the weather. Then somebody said, DINOVITE.com. It took 2 weeks, and the dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. The Dinovite is a big part of Maxwell's diet.
You get some Dinovite, how happy your dog will be. DINOVITE.com.
Simply Safe was named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors, indoor and outdoor HD cameras, and hazard detectors are powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring, so you get emergency help fast. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Maxwell, he was scratching and losing some hair. My vet, she says, oh, he must be allergic to chicken. Another vet said, eat the drain. Third vet said, it's the weather. Then somebody said, DINOVITE.com. It took 2 weeks, and the dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. The Dinovite is a big part of Maxwell's diet.
You get some Dinovite, how happy your dog will be. DINOVITE.com.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
Thanks for calling EasyCater.
call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at AUTIO.com.
Morgan & Morgan, dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Oh my! Big news, everybody. You know, it's just big, super important news, so we got to tell you about it. And they said Christie is announcing that he is running for president in 2020.
All right. I mean, he's walking.
He's
a light jog.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
He's not a very fit man. So he may do that. But it says Chris Christie is announcing his 2024 Republican presidential campaign. That makes...
He has not been around in so long.
That makes him, Ron DeSantis, Trump, and there's another guy who's been running.
Tim Scott.
Oh, Tim Scott. That's right. I forgot about Tim Scott. And they said Christie is 60 years old. And here's what he said you could expect from a Chris Christie candidacy. Number one on the list, being joyful.
Aw.
And hitting a more hopeful note aimed at America's exhausted majority, which seems like good strategy. I know there's a lot of people who are like, enough. That's what this does to people. Like culture war stuff, oh my God, it tires people out. It's just same thing over and over and over again. So that could be good.
So the silent majority is now tuckered out?
Yes, that's what he's suggesting, or that's what he's banking
Carlson
on.
style.
They're quiet and tired.
Number two, be authentic, he says. He's a happy warrior who speaks his mind.
He sounds like a TJ Maxx painting that I can get for my dorm room.
Be joyful, be authentic, and run a national race.
And
Those are his
live,
three
laugh,
things.
and love.
They say he's going to take risks, and he's happy to punch Donald Trump in the nose. Christie's recent interviews in New Hampshire town halls aim to recapture the brio of his 2009 governor's race. He did have an issue, which I think pissed a lot of people off.
Oh, yeah.
Where, what was it? They
shut down the beaches, and then he went to the beach.
Yeah, they shut down the beaches in Jersey, right?
Yeah.
And then he and his family went to the beach.
And then drones were taking photos of him.
And there was photos of him and his family on the beach. And it's like, it's the very same vibes you get when Gavin Newsom, the governor of California,
tells everybody to stay inside and goes out to a fancy dinner.
It's like, you're killing people. How dare you? Stay inside.
Ted Cruz, too, wasn't it?
Ted
They
Cruz,
went to Mexico?
Yep.
He went to Mexico when there was like a power issue because of some very cold weather in Texas.
Because their infrastructure sucks.
And I think that his excuse was a real weird one. I think Ted Cruz said something to the effect of, I had to drop my daughters off. And we're like, wait, hold on. So you have to fly on a plane to Mexico to drop your daughters off to go back from Mexico?
Ted, have you seen the footage of you and your daughters in public? They want to get as far away from you as possible.
Well, that particular thing wasn't good for Ted Cruz. I don't think this other thing was good for Chris Christie. Maybe people like him. I don't know. I don't see him polling very high out there. But the one thing that's really important to remember is this. People always start to decide, like right now, who they think is the front runner or who they think is going to win. Right now, you know nothing about where this is going to go. There could be somebody whose name you've never heard before, and all of a sudden they start doing really, really well. And Trump wasn't the big name at the beginning. He was getting a lot of publicity, but people were like, come on, the guy's not going to win. He's got no shot until he started winning. So you just never know who's going to win this stuff. That's the latest name that's in the race for the Republicans.
Kind of just like quickly riddled with anxiety.
Over what?
For everything that is going to happen start November.
Has any Democrat said they're going to run against Joe Biden? They're going to primary him?
No, but they usually don't, because he's a sitting president.
Sometimes you'll get somebody who's like, pretty far out there. They're not going to really get any attention. And Joe Biden just wins all the damn primaries.
I wonder when the last time that's happened.
It reminds me of 2020, though, when we were hearing about 18 different candidates for the Democratic Party.
Right.
And then that debate was also an S show.
Oh, yeah. When
there
they
was
do
so many of them on stage, you couldn't hear anything.
When they do the first debates and there's still, it's like Survivor. When the show starts, there's like 20 people on. But when it gets down to it, you got like 3 or 4 and it's more manageable. So that's what's happening now. We're building up to that big number of people. One of them is going to run against Joe Biden, and we'll see what the hell happens on the way there. Meanwhile, speaking of culture war stuff, the boycotts move and move and move, and now they're targeting Lego, which, if you're targeting Lego...
They don't have genitals!
If you're a Lego connoisseur and you go, that's it, they did a trans
Can we
campaign...
get Courtney in here?
I'm not doing this, I'm distancing myself from Lego, I'm boycotting them. Is there an alternative? Is there anything else?
There were some... Okay... Remember when you played with the bigger Legos?
Like the big plastic ones, the tall,
those are for
chunky
children.
ones?
Yeah. There were alternatives to those. I think there were some off-brand of the big Legos. Like
Playmobil
big blocks.
is a thing, I think.
Kinda, yeah.
Gallows.
Because Lego, like, they patented all the little designs of those bricks, I think they made it so it's really, really hard to compete with them because...
Let's see.
Last time I went to a store, I don't remember like seeing other things, like other competing companies.
All right, Lego competitors, according to sources across the web. Thank you, Google.
Perfect.
Cree-O.
I'm not familiar with that.
Magnetiles.
No.
Hasbro, I guess, has their own form of Lego.
Magnetiles. I've never even heard of that.
Connects.
Oh, I've heard of Connects. I have heard of that before.
Mega Blocks, no C.
Mega Blocks I've heard of too.
No cap.
And ready for it, Lincoln Logs.
Oh, I remember
Lincoln Logs were fun.
But you could only do two things with them, though.
Yeah, Fritz is right. When you build something out of a Lincoln Log, it just looks like a log thing. You can't make anything really cool like you can with a Lego.
Were there any, like, complicated Lincoln Logs that we never advanced to that
Not that I remember,
status?
but they could have them. So if you're boycotting them, if you're the boycott crew that's just going from company to company here.
And I'm sorry, I missed
good
the
luck.
reason why they boycotted, because there was a tiny rainbow on one of the Lego shirts.
It says it's over the A to Z of Awesome campaign, which supports the LGBTQ plus community. The Lego Group announced the launch of this campaign as part of Pride Month, which starts tomorrow.
It's like people have never heard of gay people before.
To raise awareness of the identities and stories of those in the community, they say. And they don't say anything else
It's
about
a
what was
Lego
happening.
piece. You make up your own story.
British influencer Ollie London. Oh, we know this
That's
person.
the Korean dude,
yeah,
isn't he?
Yeah, it says who previously identified as transracial.
Sean, why are you even pulling this story? That is what they're basing it off? That dude?
No, I guess he shared one of Lego's videos on Twitter and people started talking about this. Is he like anti-gay stuff now?
No, he's detransitioning out of Korean and I guess out of I don't know what they
was he
were
transgender
before.
too?
I
It
think
says who previously identified as transracial, gender neutral, and transgender.
Hey guys, I'm finally
This guy.
Korean. I'm so happy. I'm finally Korean, guys. I have the eyes.
I have the eyes.
You did it. Yeah. They said we invited members of the company to build Lego creations to represent their true stories. Blah blah blah. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to this.
What website is this from?
Newsweek.com. The line of Lego offers a universal but mostly important. Offers a universal but most importantly a safe space to express yourself and be who you are. You see this colorful, unique Lego brick to represent a happy, healthy, intersex person. So, I mean, it's obvious why they're doing this. They're doing this for Pride Month. It's interesting that so many companies still go for it, because right now they're looking for anything. These Republicans who just learned how to boycott, they're looking for anything to go after, even old stuff. Like we said with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A was their favorite thing in the world. It was one of the companies that
Except
you
on
would say was the
Sunday
best.
mornings when you want it so bad.
Yeah,
but
explain to me again.
whether it's right or not, I guarantee you, if you rounded up 100 conservatives and you said, "Tell me your favorite 5 companies," Chick-fil-A would have been on that list of companies.
Hobby Lobby.
There's no doubt about it. They'd probably say Hobby Lobby because there's like religious tie-ins there and stuff. And these are companies that align with their moral values. And then they turned on a dime when they got it wrong about this new position that they thought was new, but it wasn't new. It was years old. The person had already been in this
Decades.
job. No, it was years. I screwed it up, I guess, when I said it. I meant to say 2021, I think is when the person actually got that job.
I don't know if there's actually anybody boycotting Chick-fil-A.
No.
There was like one guy that was speaking out.
Just
And
like the guy that we just talked about. But these like news outlets are taking it and running with it.
it's not the case on some of these because I think I may be wrong on this, but at least a couple of these people like Matt Walsh have posted and they're like, this is the list of the corporations that you need to be boycotting. And they have like pushed it out to larger audiences. I don't know if he picked up Chick-fil-A, but there's like divisions in the right on this. For instance, when this all started, at some point, Donald Trump Jr. was like, hey, guys, we should leave Bud Light alone. They're okay. They're a good company. Clearly, somebody's in his ear over there,
Cuck.
Somebody's over in his ear saying, hey, we got to stop this.
This guy, this Trump supporter, anti-LGBTQ guy, Joey Manarino.
Mm-hmm.
And he was...
I saw his tweet. One of you can't read.
I can read it.
Okay, go for it.
Anyway,
Be very quiet, everybody, while he says this.
He no. I need some music for this. No, so he was like, I don't want to have to boycott Chick-fil-A. Are we going to have to boycott? And he had a poll, and it said 53% no, do not boycott.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it's only a matter of time till they start putting tranny semen in the frosted lemonade at this point.
Yeah. So
somebody please grab that.
a little overreaction there.
I mean, the creativeness, it's like, why are the writers on strike when you have gold like that? But instead, that's someone who is influencing people politically.
I'm telling you, Republicans just learned how to boycott. That's why they're doing this. They're like, whoa, we could do this? Everybody on the left side of the aisle have been doing this for years and years successfully.
But $5 that this is the lowest voting turnout that the country has seen in years.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
might take you up on that.
It's exhausting.
Well, there's something to that with, there's a lot of people on the left that I've seen recently who are like, they're not thrilled with Joe Biden. People don't seem like super happy, but they're like, it's the horse we got in the race. So that's what we have. So we're going to have to deal with this. So we're going to see what happens. I don't know if there'll be any impact. It looks like with perhaps Target, at least with their stock price, and with Bud Light, there has been some success, but some of this may just fall flat. They're not going to boycott Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is delicious. I told you yesterday, if the stuff is so good, if you really like something, you're going to say that you're going to do it, but you're not actually going to do it. You're going to just eat the delicious Chick-fil-A because it's awesome.
Until they forget to send you the wrap you want.
Yeah, just a real
Sorry,
shame.
Sabrina.
Unbelievable. Okay, maybe that's why. That could be.
Also, there's nowhere on this website to complain
I'm
about
a
it.
closeted Chick-fil-A fan. Please
Chick-fil-A
don't
is-
out me. Thank you.
I love Chick-fil-A. They're very, very good. And they're very good
I
at
have 6
fast
months
delivery.
worth of their sauce in my fridge right now.
It's good stuff. I would not want to boycott any companies that I enjoy.
I like the French fries.
A Senate Bill S167 in New York is about to change things for people in the state of New York, and I wonder how people feel about this. Here's from Viral News New York. They said, a new bill that's being introduced here in New York. It seems like this bill will abolish citizens' arrests in the state, meaning citizens won't be able to get involved if a crime occurs in front of them. And they said, what are your thoughts? And I looked up the bill, and Senate Bill S17 does that. It says abolishes citizens' arrest. It repeals the ability for people in New York to be able to do a citizen's arrest.
Does it penalize citizens for arresting?
Yeah, because you wouldn't be legally able to hold somebody like that.
So what's the charge?
I don't know. Let me see the text of the bill here.
So like if somebody is just going around beating people up, kids, women, whatever,
right?
And instead of, I mean, you can call the cops, obviously, but you are well within your, physical ability to
hold that
restrain
person
this
down,
person, hold them down, maybe tie them up, do whatever you would, because people are in danger. Now it's going to be illegal to do.
Right.
It would be like kidnapping.
I'll do what nobody else does and read the bill in just a second because it's very short. But it seems to me this might be in response to that.
100%.
That subway thing.
Yeah.
The guy who got choked out on the subway. It seems like it's a response to that. So here's the bill. It says an act to amend the criminal procedure law and the penal law in relation to abolishing citizens' arrests and to repeal certain provisions of the criminal procedure law and the Family Court Act thereto. It says if a local criminal court accusatory instrument, some of this is like real legalese. Okay, here it is. A private person acting on his or her own account may use physical force other than deadly physical force upon another person when and to the extent that he or she reasonably believes such to be necessary to prevent the escape of a person whom he or she reasonably believes has committed a felony. So that's where this is going to be changing, because some of this is struck out. They may use deadly force for such a purpose, blah, 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 when you think that you're at risk. But they've struck a lot of things in the law, I think. That's what the issue
They're
is.
striking things in the bills.
In the bill.
Anything that's spelled out right here that you're looking at would be a change.
Yeah, but that said you could do it. That said anybody would be able to do it. A private person acting on his or her own account may use physical force, other than deadly physical force. But
I think that chokeout, did it not become?
Well, yeah, of course it did. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. I think this is a response to that. But it says the goal of the bill is to abolish citizens' arrest, so that's what they're looking to do. I don't know how often that actually happens. No. I don't think it's like a super frequent occurrence that somebody's giving a citizen's arrest. And then I also don't know what constitutes that. Like, let's say you work in loss prevention at Target and somebody walks out and like you grab them by the arm and you're holding them. would that be, in essence, a citizen's arrest at that point? Or is there do you have to say, this is a citizen's arrest?
No, there has to be a certain level of crime, like a certain level of misdemeanor, maybe even felony.
That
You can't civilians arrest someone for speeding or running a stop sign.
Right, that's what that said, at least. That was if you reasonably believe that they were responsible for a felony, then you could do it. Otherwise,
that would be
not
stealing
so
a
much.
car, would it not?
Steering, I think
Grand Theft Auto? Sure.
Yeah, I believe that'd be a felony.
That is.
So it's limited to certain circumstances, I guess, and they're
Should
trying
go
to.
well.
Yeah, they're trying to get people to stop with the citizen's arrest in the state of New York. I don't know how the hell that's going to play out for them. All right, let's go to you. Let's get a couple of dispatches worked in here. It's time you were heard. You're important out there. And here's Laserblade talking about the cameras in the Airbnbs.
Hey, Sean, Sabrina, Chris.
Hi.
Airbnb, hidden cameras. Usually, from most of the articles I read, it wasn't put in by the actual owner. It's put in by the handyman or the cleaning people, something like that. That might be incorrect. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's all.
All these cases of cameras in an Airbnb, and it's just like a handyman leaving the camera behind. It seems like the majority of them would have to be from the homeowners. It's just a guess. I don't know. I've still never even been to an Airbnb. I had never even had that experience.
You haven't lived, man.
So I just know that if I was going to do that, I would be real pissed off if there was cameras in any of the rooms. Any of the rooms at all. It would be really, really irritating to me. All right, when we come back, a man calls 911 and admits something pretty amazing. What is it? Well, it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for delays due to an accident on Dean Road heading southbound at State Road 408. The left shoulder is blocked due to an accident on the on-ramp from Dean Road to State Road 408 eastbound. You can expect delays on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Alafaya Trail heading eastbound before Sand Lake Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard treat is here. That's a delectable combination of Brookie and Oreo cookie pieces blended together in world-famous soft serve. You get all that in just one treat, and that treat is waiting for you only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Folks, we live in Central Florida, and it is very important that your air conditioner works perfectly every single time. That's why I strongly suggest you call Mills Air. They've been in business since 1992, and that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida cool. Their techs can service any brand out there. No matter what kind of AC you have, they can help you out, so you don't have to worry about that. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. What does that mean? Well, it means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call at 407-277-1159 or find them online at millsair.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
This hour is sponsored by Barks in the City, June 3rd at the Apopka Amphitheater.
iHeart gives you access to the hottest music, events, and deals. But on June 1st, we're giving you access like never before. It's iHeartRadio Access Day, our 24-hour way of saying thank you for listening. Go to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com today.
You could be spending Meet Friday with me, Dan Patrick, and the Danettes for a VIP experience in the Man Cave, all part of iHeartRadio Access Day.
Head to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com to register to receive reminders for when experiences like this and more go live tomorrow.
Summer's heating things up, outside and on the grill. Whether you're smoking a brisket or grilling up veggies, Kingsford Original Charcoal delivers the consistent performance and smoky wood-fired flavor barbecuers crave. Kingsford Original lights faster and has a long burn time, giving you the ultimate grilling experience. So grab a bag of Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford.com. Kingsford Original Charcoal lights faster and delivers consistent performance compared to nationally available charcoal in the USA.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors. But it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas. And next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer for a reason. We don't sell your leads to anyone else like the rest of our competitors. You're our customer. We handle our customers right, and that's why we're America's best car buyer. You're not going to get harassed by a bunch of different people selling your information. GiveMeTheVin.com dominates. Why? Because we take care of our customers. They don't call me America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
If you're a pro that paints, the Home Depot is here to save you money. Paint stores try to convince you you're getting a good deal by offering deep discounts on paint, but what they don't tell you is the starting price is too high to begin with. The real question is, how much are you paying per gallon? Nobody beats the Home Depot's price per gallon on Behr paint guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paint stains and primers. Plus, our pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day, and we recovered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
If it's a day that ends in Y, you're probably stuck in Florida traffic. So turn that AC up one more notch, aim the vents toward your face, and think of a better place, like the cool, colorful produce section in your favorite grocery store. Why? Because that's where all the cool, colorful, fresh from Florida produce is. Produce just tastes better when it's grown closer to home. And when you buy fresh from Florida, you're supporting local farmers and jobs in our communities. So after you're done being stopped in traffic, pick up some fresh from Florida on your way home.
I'm back! And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
No, I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at AUTIO.com.
iHeart gives you access to the hottest music, events, and deals. But on June 1st, we're giving you access like never before. It's iHeartRadio Access Day, our 24-hour way of saying thank you for listening. Go to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com today.
You could be taking a VIP trip to the city of your choice on Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind & Fire's Sing a Song All Night Long tour.
Head to iHeartRadioAccessDay.com to register to receive reminders for when experiences like this and more go live tomorrow.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Radio.
I wish I could find this audio. They said they released it, and I want to hear this so bad. Bounty on it. If somebody could find it, $10.
All right.
$10 if you could find it. Send it
Well,
my
I'm
way.
checking out for the rest of this segment.
Yeah, I thought about that. Right before I was coming back, I was like, that's a good way to make it so I'm just sitting here talking by myself for the entirety
Well, I
of the
mean, all
segment.
right, $10. That's
Yeah, this is what it's all about, though, okay? They said this happened in Roswell, and they said a guy called 911 and admitted to killing his landlord 15 years earlier. And he said, I don't want to live life anymore without confessing. Now, they have said in the story and in some other things that I've looked at that the 911 recording was released by Roswell police, but I can't find it anywhere for some reason because I want to hear him admit to this. But this was so wild. Wait till you hear some of these details, okay? It says, sweating and taking puffs from his cigarette, he told the police he's tired of covering it up, tired of living with the lie, and tired of being overwhelmed by guilt. He agreed to take the officers to where he buried the body before standing up and volunteering to be cuffed.
Wow.
They said there was nearly an hour of officer body camera video that they released in response to a records request by the Associated Press. He said, I confess, man, I confess. I don't want to live life anymore without confessing. This was weighing heavy on this dude. The uniformed officers and detectives who talked with him peppered him with questions about when this happened. And they said he had been drinking a lot the day he called 911 to admit this. The cops said, are you making this up? Like, are you sending us on a wild goose chase here? Is this all a big giant lie? You want some attention or something? And then the cops showed up at the scene, and one of them freaks out. He goes, there's a dead body in here. The guy's not lying. They found the body of the 69-year-old William Blodgett, who they believe this guy killed. They found a boot, bones, and dentures after removing plywood floorboards from a detached room on the side of the house. And he just called to confess that he had killed his landlord 15 years earlier. Pretty wild, I mean, to think about that. But I can imagine, like, this is how I am. Like, I don't like lying about stuff. And so if I had a huge thing like that, like if you committed a crime that nobody knew about, I talk about my crimes on the radio, for God's sake.
Give us one more.
No, I've given you enough.
What's the latest one you've done?
Oh, the latest one was illegal dumping.
Illegal dumping.
Because I threw
He's an illegal dumper.
my bean bags in. They're doing some construction across the street, and there was a big old dumpster.
We've talked about this before.
I thought I was allowed to do it. I didn't know.
So did C-Lane, and I had to school him.
Well, I'm learning my lessons
All
here. I can't deal with that. I don't want that stuff on my conscience. And if you killed somebody, and then you're like, okay, I got away with it. You hear so many stories of somebody, it's like a cold case. Somebody gets killed, and 20, 30 years later, a person is at a bar, and they overhear a person confessing to it because they get drunk and they just want to tell somebody.
Yeah, most of the times, well, maybe I just wanted to get caught.
Yeah.
It's always that.
I think so. It's a lot to deal with, I guess. Did they find that over on the chat side of things? It says, at the News Junkie, you owe Big Doug Millionaire $10. I don't know if I can get that. I can't get to that chat link, C-Lane. If you can you play that from there or send it to me, perhaps? Because I want to
send
hear
it to you, but
yeah.
this I don't see a thing here.
He's got a YouTube link. Did you see that? Scroll up just a little bit, and he posted the link, and then he said, boom, $10. So send that to me, and we'll play that back.
Oh, wait. He's on Twitch. That's why I can't find it.
Yeah, he's over on the Twitch side of things. All right, so Sealand's going to send that to me, and we'll get to hearing that 911 call in just a moment. And Big Doug Millionaire, email me, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I'll pay up on that because I could not find it anywhere for the life of me, man. I YouTube searched everything. I was Twitch. I was going to the police department website. Oh, my God. I did all of the works, and then nothing paid off for me. Let's go to, and this is a good point, our friend B-Dobbs Chillin is talking about how his job can't necessarily be replaced by artificial intelligence.
Happy Wednesday, junkies.
Hey.
On the topic of AI, really quick, want to chime in and say I'd like to see AI bury a body.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Taken out of context, that would sound really weird. But, yeah, you guys get the point. All right, peace.
Oh, sorry about that. And that one might be saved forever. All right, is this the 911 call? He was a good man. Oh, this is the body cam footage.
A missing persons case closed with a murder confession out of the blue more than 14 years later. News 13 investigative reporter Ann Perret sifted through all the audio and video of that confession to show you how police weren't so sure about his story.
I'm going to fast forward.
Yeah. She's talking so slow.
One 911 call.
Sir, tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I killed somebody.
You killed somebody?
Yes, sir.
With a casual confession
Yes, sir.
made from a stranger's phone at a gas station.
Here you go.
Puts an end to a 14-year mystery.
What's your name, sir?
Tony Peralta.
And who's the person that you killed, Tony?
His name is Bill.
Bill, whose full name is
He doesn't
William
sound drunk.
Blodgett, was reported missing to Roswell police more than a decade ago.
Wow.
It's the middle of a Monday afternoon earlier this month. A very calm Peralta waits on the curb for officers to arrive.
It's the body cam footage.
Try to cover it up? Yeah. Okay. I'm tired of living with my
He
wife.
didn't try to cover it up. He covered it up.
Yeah, he successfully covered it up
How
for a
old is
long
this guy?
time. He looks pretty young, actually. I don't know how old he is, but it happened 15 years ago. Oh, he's 37.
The
so.
screenshot, officer, the guilt. He's like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, the guilt.
Smoking a cigarette with his entire hand.
So they went back and they found everything, and it was true. Yeah, he was, in fact, a murderer.
He was like 22, 23 when he murdered this dude.
Imagine you get 15 years out. It's pretty clear you're going to get away with it.
He's killed somebody else.
Maybe. He got away with that first one. He's like, look, I got a thing down here. I got a
he's
plan.
Like, better not tell him about the second and third one.
No, I know how to get away with this.
They're like, sir, is there anything else weighing on your heart?
Yeah, anything else you want to tell us?
Your heart feel pretty light right now?
Let me
Gotten this out of the way?
No, I can't think of anything else.
When we come back, we have the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today will be reaching the mid and upper 80s through the Orlando metro. Mix of sun and clouds to start, but mainly after 2 p.m. we will be monitoring a rise in rain chances, and the rain could be heavy at times. We're looking at 40 to 50% coverage throughout the day on Thursday and Friday. High rain chances yet again, and temperatures will be dipping into the low 80s by the end of the work week.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome at the end of your first year. They automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you've earned, doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously, though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order, so every bite is hot and juicy every time. Because we love making you a burger that tastes exactly how it should.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger, made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious. To everyone who craves a handcrafted treat, let our team member Sephora tell you about a Culver's favorite.
We make our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard in small batches all throughout the day.
And we mean all day, every day. From our supremely rich shakes and concrete mixers to our freshly scooped dishes and cones, we handcraft every bite to pure perfection. Making you a sweet treat with care is the best part of my day.
Come to Culver's and get a taste of our fresh frozen custard.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Summer's almost here. Time to get swimsuit ready for the pool parties and beach vacations. And for the confidence to look your very best, get RM3 from Red Mountain Weight Loss. RM3 works on your belly, hips, and thighs, attacking unhealthy fat and reshaping your body, all while helping you lose up to 20 pounds or more per month. There's simply no faster way to get swimsuit ready than with RM3. It's safe and effective for men and women, and it's all natural, so it won't make you nervous or jittery. RM3 helps overcome issues that cause weight gain, like a slowing metabolism, hormone imbalance, or menopause. This patented medication is available only by prescription, and you can only get it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. So trust the experts at Red Mountain Weight Loss for programs that are doctor supervised and highly successful. Lose weight and look great just in time for summer with RM3. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone right now and use the keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss. That's pound 250 keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Hey, join iHeartRadio and 104.5 The Beat at Barks in the City this Saturday, June 3rd at in Apopka. You can find out more at barksinthecity.com. It's where you and your dogs party. It's a family fun event for everybody. They got a dog zone with snack vendors, dog adoption, agility courses, and more. And a whole bunch of stuff for the kids, too. Live band, food trucks, free parking, and all kinds of stuff to do with the family. Kids 5 years and under are free. Find out more at barksinthecity.com.
Looking for more energy? Amino Energy by Optimum Nutrition is now available at 7-Eleven for only $2.49. Or now 3 for $5 through June 27th. From morning wake up to afternoon pick me up, Amino Energy serves up 0 grams of sugar and refreshing fruit flavors. Grab one today at 7-Eleven and get more from your day. There's more of you and you with Amino Energy.
Life is full of ifs. If you see potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, and even bigger ifs like if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro and get paid up to 2 days early, if you can safeguard against surprises and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
Regions Bank, member FDIC.
So what could you do with 8 hours? With that much time, probably a lot, right? Or nothing at all sounds pretty good too. With an 8-hour battery life, a vape device from Blue gives you the freedom to unplug. So relax, disconnect, or just let yourself focus on getting your own stuff done with a full 8 hours of unlit you time. Blue, get unlit. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Underage sale prohibited. Blue is a trademark of Fonum Holdings 4BV. Copyright 2022 Fonum US LLC.
Mills Air has been in business for over 30 years. On behalf of iHeart's Access Day, they'll be offering our listeners a special offer of up to $3,500 off new AC units. A Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. For more information, go to millsair.com.
If you're a Dunkin' Rewards member, Mondays might be your new favorite day of the week because every Monday in May, you get a free medium hot or iced coffee with any purchase. Not a member? Join on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit 1 per member per Monday. Additional charges and terms apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando. A real crew capsule. A next-generation space plane. A rocket booster that landed itself. Where will they inspire you to go? Mars? The rings of Saturn? New worlds light years beyond. Choose your breathtaking journey into the future of space travel at Gateway, the Deep Space Launch Complex, featuring Spaceport KSC, where real space meets real thrills. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Visit KennedySpaceCenter.com for tickets.
Grab your shades, your flip-flops, and your free iHeartRadio app for the unofficial start of summer 2023. No matter where you go this summer, your favorite radio station, the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be along for the adventure. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Make your summer getaway to a new bed. Shop Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale. Save up to 50% on top brands, with Queen starting at just $179.99. Plus, Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Email real quick to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And this is from Lauren. And Lauren says, "Hi, News Junkie. I listen every day, and I'm coming back to Florida June 5th through 11th.
Yay.
I'm hoping to come out to an event that Sabrina will be at.
Ooh.
Can you let me know if there's anything I can come to? Have a great day, guys. Lauren." And
Thank you, Lauren. June 5th to the 11th.
Okay.
So that would be, I would have karaoke at Hammered Lamb.
All right.
That's on my Facebook or Instagram page. And then if you love soccer, I'll be hosting Orlando City and Orlando Pride on the 10th and the 11th.
And make sure, if you're not following her on
For
Instagram,
everyone else who wants to know my schedule, there it is.
you do that. Go over on Instagram to @SabrinaAmbra. You can follow everybody on all the social media platforms, including our friend Fritz. No_regret_coyote on
Fritzy.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And Fritz, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Always a joy to have you on Wednesday.
I look forward to every Wednesday.
And I have some more news here. Things are happening fast today.
Uh-oh.
Really is. We have just learned that former Vice President Mike Pence is going to launch his presidential campaign next week.
Yeah, okay, Mike.
So that's another one in the mix there. Mike Pence, Christie, Ron DeSantis,
Tim Scott, the
Tim
Virgin.
Scott, I
Tony
can't forget Tim
Todd.
Scott, and Trump. Those are the 5 big ones that are out there now.
What do we call
Mike
Tim
Pence?
Scott a big one?
Oh, Tim Scott. Well, he's a senator. You know, he's big in South Carolina.
Okay, so he's doing more now than Mike Pence is.
I think he would get more votes than Mike Pence.
Not a big fan of Mike Pence.
I don't know
huh?
who likes Mike Pence other than like evangelical Christians, because he's a like openly religious guy in a way that Trump isn't. So some of the really religious folks didn't like Trump because, you know, he wasn't all about going to church and doing all that
Right.
stuff. But Mike Pence very much likes going to church. He's a huge fan. So he's going to be running for president as well, we learn. All right, let's do the final dispatches and see what we can work in here right before we shut everything down today. Should be an interesting day tomorrow with All Access Day for iHeartRadio.
Heck yeah.
We think that may lead to some much smaller, potentially, commercial breaks, hopefully, for you. So that could be a lot more of the show that you get tomorrow.
And a lot of opportunity for people to win big prizes.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on.
LL Cool J hang?
Mhm.
Count me in.
Well, I'd hang out with LL Cool
Is
J.
Z-Trip coming? He better be there.
Oh, the DJ guy. I always forget that. And then I remember I saw him, and I made a big deal out of damn Z-Trip. All right, here we go. As we wrap things up, we go to Bruise Traveler.
Hey guys, I know you were talking about cameras in Airbnbs, but I also wanted
Where
to
have you
share
installed
my
them?
funny Wi-Fi name since C-Lane brought it up. I love the show Community, and mine is Troy and Abed and the Modem. Yeah, try getting that out of your head.
Oh,
but
I just did.
There you go. I don't know where to end this.
All right. Yeah, you got to be a big Community fan for that, which I do like that show.
It was a good
It was a good show. It didn't get all the love it deserved.
I'm
3 seasons into Schitt's Creek right now.
Mhm.
That show is so
That's a
good.
fantastic show.
Get ready to cry.
You know, normally I'm really, really good at separating the art from the artist. But for some reason, when I watch Community, what's his face?
Chevy
Chase. All I can think about is how many stories I've heard about him being terrible to people.
Very racist.
I don't know why it does it, but
He's also a real weirdo on that show.
yeah, he plays a strange character, which doesn't help much. But Every time I watch that, I'm like, God, I think he's an asshole, this guy. And it just sticks with me, and that never happens to me.
Who's the guy on that show? McHale?
Joel McHale?
Joel McHale. A friend of mine played Jimmy Kimmel a couple of years ago, and he was the host, or he was the guest.
Yeah.
And he said he was such an asshole.
Yeah, was he really?
Every time he would try to like shake his hand, he would just look at him and give him the like, "Who are you?" Like,
He's had so many shots at doing a show.
does that all the time.
He's got a show now, like veterinary emergency or something.
Vet police or
It's like,
animal
what?
control.
They give this guy so many shots. They really give him a lot of opportunities. He was the star of the movie that Courtney and I watched last night.
Something with a butthole?
No, not this one.
is that the title?
Can somebody look up Joel McHale movies real quick? Because it's going to kill me if I can't think of it.
Joel McHale?
It's a girl's name is the name of the movie.
The funny thing about Joel McHale is it wasn't like Talk Soup or like one of his shows.
Becky, so good.
Wasn't one of his shows basically
Thank you.
Tosh.0? And then Tosh.0 came out and they were like, we love Tosh.0. And Joel McHale's like, I have been doing this
Forever.
The soup.
The Talk Soup show was good. I liked it. I thought that was fantastic. He moved on to all kinds of other things, and I guess he had some success with Community. All right, let's wrap everything up here. We'll
Buy an ad, Joel McHale.
do the stories that didn't make the cut. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't have enough time for most of this.
No.
A tourist has been arrested after exposing herself on a motorcycle in a viral video.
Since when is that illegal?
I guess it's illegal in Thailand. They did
Ooh,
not.
that's the last place I'd want to do that.
You don't want to go to a Thai jail. That is not a good time.
Jack, don't talk to
And Twitter is... Oh, Jack talk Thai. Twitter is worth only a third of what Elon Musk paid for it, according to Fidelity Banks. So that investment not looking so great.
What a dummy.
All right, here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I learned the one that was stolen. I'm doing it anyhow. This band.
Motorhead.
Motorhead is right.
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Today I learned in 1986, Motorhead broke records by hitting 130 decibels at a concert. Yeah! The music was so loud that it damaged the ceiling of the theater that they were performing in.
And
That's
the plaster?
cool.
That's wild. And didn't you say 130 decibels? Didn't you say that was the same as like a gunshot? One of them
no.
was. That's crazy to think.
Yeah,
man.
that's actually going to give you permanent hearing damage.
Yeah, that's
And
a
ceiling
loud
damage, apparently.
concert. Today I learned, let's see here, this band right here.
Van Halen.
That's right,
Wow.
Van Halen, not Van Hagar. David Lee Roth, former vocalist of Van Halen, is also a state-licensed emergency medical technician in New York. Back in 2012, he said, I probably have over 200 911 calls on my ticket in the last 6 years alone.
Wow.
I live a very different life away from music, he
What a
said.
great dude.
Which guy was this?
David Lee Roth.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember when they gave him a radio show? I'm
Yeah.
always amazed by that.
Bring it back.
This guy was trying to be David Lee Roth on 11 at 6:15 in the morning, and it just didn't go well.
He also followed Howard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was real bad. I remember hate listening to a little bit of that while he was on, just to soak it in while I could. Today I learned, this comes back to something we've been talking about on the show. From 2009 to 2019, out of 212 cruise ship overboard incidents, only 48 people were rescued. Might have been arrested. And finally, this group. Righty.
Outcast.
Oh, yeah.
Outcast
Okay.
is correct.
Green shirts unite.
Big boy of Outcast was arrested leaving a cruise ship for possession of ecstasy and Viagra. After his release, he tweeted out, they said it was the Love Boat. It was like a party cruise.
Did he just not have a script for Viagra? That stuff's not illegal.
Yeah, really. I don't know why I got in trouble for that one.
Pretty easy to get.
Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. In West Palm Beach, Rover's up next. In Orlando, it's the Jim Colbert Show. It's all on the way, and it's all right here on Real Radio.